Hello. What up, nerds? How are y'all doing today? Welcome on in. My name is Dona Tarte. Now, I hope my audio is working because 90% of the time that I've been on this channel, it has not been working because, yeah, I'm professional like that. What is this country music I have going on right now? Hold on a minute. Let me quickly change this. Nothing wrong with country. There we go. That's a bit more. That's it. There we go. There we go. Well, welcome in. My name is Dona Tarte. I'm a variety streamer, Irish icon, and the queen of baking here on Twitch. I do a lot of variety, a lot of drag, a lot of baking, a lot of horror, a lot of stuff. And I'm also a Twitch. I'm also an ambassador for the It Gets Better channel, where we make a lot of fun, queer content. Yeah, welcome on in. Today, I'm joined by a fabulous guest who we'll be chatting to in just a minute about drag, about makeup, about life. But if you enjoy their content from LGBTQ plus content creators and ambassadors, make sure you drop a follow here on the It Gets Better channel, as there is so much content for you to dig through. This just being a tiny piece of it. Anyway, without further ado, please welcome the angel, the icon, the angel, the icon, the angel, the icon that is Juiicebox. Hi.
Hey.
My unmute button was the same as the one that changed the scene apparently. So sorry for the jump scare.
That's okay. I literally was just sitting here like, I wonder when I'm gonna be able to hear her.
No, I realized I pressed the wrong button. There's a lot of buttons, but I don't know what they do. But yeah. How are you?
That's okay. I'm good.
Let me turn on this music a little bit. Yeah. Hi. I ruined the reveal. I'm so sorry. But yeah, welcome on in.
It's okay.
Today we're gonna be doing our drag makeup and vibing and chatting and talking about all things drag and makeup and queer culture and all that good stuff. But how are you today?
I'm good. Who wrote the header? Get ready with Donna Tarte and Juiicebox. Can you see it?
Um,
It says Juicebox with 2 eyes.
Juiicebox.
Juicebox.
Not me. But you know
Not
what?
you?
You know what? The extra eye is just it's for decoration. There we go.
Yeah,
Juice
it's just
box,
flair. Juicebox.
But yeah, welcome on in. This is so exciting. I'm not gonna lie. We were supposed to do this like a week ago, and then I'm the problem here, and almost rescheduled again because of naturally I fell ill the day before. But look, I'm excited. How's your day been?
Really good. I was feeling really under the weather yesterday, and then today I woke up and I was just like, I have no choice but to be an active member of society today. So
It's the curse. It's the curse, you know?
yeah, I had to. So I got up and I went to the gym and I had Starbucks for lunch because I didn't want to cook. I didn't want to clean the kitchen. So I just had a sausage, cheese, and egg breakfast sandwich.
I'm sorry. I gotta cut you off. You say you're having like a day and you're like, and I got up and I made breakfast and I went to the gym and oh my god.
Yesterday.
Oh, I was like, you do more in that one day than I've done maybe the last 2 years of the Panettone. Fully.
No. Yesterday I did nothing but lay on the couch, watch Love is Blind Japan, cry because my tea bag fell inside of my tea. Like, yesterday was a lot. But today, thriving. We're doing great.
Well, that's a great place to start off. I'm gonna start gluing down my brows. You don't glue down your brows, do you?
Nor. I'm too lazy, so what I did was I shave, like my eyebrows go to here, and I shaved all of this off.
I love
Gone.
that.
So I just have 2 little nubbies, but I've had them for so long, people think that I just look like that.
I miss my nubs. I really do. It just makes drag like so much. It feels also, you know, when you get the like natural like hairs, you don't have to draw them. You don't have to draw them. I love that.
I draw a few in here because my eyebrows are really far apart. Like, that's so much space.
It's retail area. It's good. It's good. You know. Yeah. More space for. Wait. God damn it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, chat. I know that. I know that this is all about like it gets better, but I'm fully like, is that the tape that people are talking about on TikTok? The lace tape?
Yeah, I've been using it for years. I'm a little mad that it's on TikTok because if I sell out. Also, hi Angina.
Hi Angina.
Hi bestie.
Welcome on in, by the way, everyone. Sorry. Hi, welcome on in. I hope
hi.
Well.
But yeah, this is just lace tape. This shit's my life. I've been using this for years. You just put it on, do your makeup, and then take it off. And I have never had a wig fall off ever.
So I got you know that silicone band that everyone's buying. You know the one with the little.
I don't trust it as far as I can throw it. No.
I got it from a very trusted site, Sheen, and put it on, ripped half my hair out of my actual hair out. Putting it on, it was not a fun experience, and then I just used Got to Be Glued again.
No, I'm a bald, so I won't have that problem.
Also, spirit gum. No, I hate it. I hate it so much.
No,
I hate it so much. I realized.
Angina, do you ever use this tape?
You're welcome on it, everyone. Hi, Riley. Hi, Cairo. Hi, you can go to Horticulture and Sulky and Melvin and Ivy. How are you, Angina, as well? Hope you're keeping well, lovely. I saw your picture yesterday, the one of like the 10 years or something. Stunning.
Angina?
Angina did a thing where it was like, I think it was like the entrance newspaper look versus the
remade
one. Stunning. I cannot find a hairband because I am prepared. So what are you watching at the moment?
Me?
Yeah.
I started Love is Blind UK. Or no, so not UK, Japan. Because Love is Blind US is trash, but Love is Blind Japan is just so heartwarming.
I think I watched a little bit of the US one and I did not enjoy it. I did not enjoy it.
Oh, I love it, but it's absolute trash.
See, I like trash TV though. Like I'm a big trash TV person. But I just
Oh really?
I just don't I don't know. I think I've watched too much like queer content that sometimes I'm like, this is not the vibe for me at the moment, you know? I'm like, I need a bit more like flavor to it, you know?
Yeah, like, are straight people okay?
Yeah.
Like, do they need our help?
Oh,
Kind of thing.
I hate putting on a wig cap. Yes. Hi, I'm here. I'm prepared. How are you doing? No,
I'm
yeah, fully.
so good.
I've started watching Euphoria actually yesterday, or not yesterday, over the weekend. I just started.
Buckle up.
Because we don't have HBO here. We don't have that. We have to pay big bucks just to watch like HBO shows. And,
Really?
Yeah, and like obviously I didn't pay for it. My partner did. But we watched the whole first season. Oh, hang on, it's so good.
Yeah, it's so good. Cassie.
Oh, I'm only in the first season, by the way. I've only finished the first season.
She's in season 1.
Cassie.
She's the blonde girl. She's Maddie's best friend.
She is the one whose mom is an icon.
Oh, the drunk, yeah.
I love her, but I know that.
Yeah,
yeah, I love her though. I really love her.
Yeah. Same. The mom's even better in season 2.
Oh my god, I'm so excited. Let me find my alcohol from my human hair units. Oh yeah, same. All of my human hair units too. Yeah.
Who said that? Me?
Angina.
Oh, Angina. For like human hair units. Oh my god, I only have 3 humans. That's it.
Do they have names?
No.
Some people name all of their wigs, but I don't have a name for 12 trash bags that are barely holding on, you know?
This is Cruella.
Uh-huh.
This is Pageant.
Oh, I love
this.
Her.
Yeah, she's fun. This is Rapunzel. I have Baby over there. She's my Baby Spice wig. So I just call them what the character is. You know?
I love that. I've got red.
Elsa's in the corner. You red and red. Red and rouge.
Red and plastic bag. But I would like to have a human because I love like tossing hair around once in a while, and when I do and it's like my synthetic ones, everyone just stares at this big frizzy ball and I'm like, it's human, you know?
As much as I like dancing with a human, it's lighter, so it doesn't hurt my neck as much. Like as a synthetic, you really got to put a lot of weight into that. But humans are like, you put a curl in it, goodbye, you've sweated out.
Is it gone straight away?
It goes away pretty fast. Whoa! Oh my god. It goes away pretty quick. So, and I find if I have a human on, I somehow find a way to pour some kind of bucket of water on myself, and I really need to stop doing that.
Love that. What was I gonna say? Yes, by the way, hi chat. I'm very bad at introducing these streams. It's every time I do the It Gets Better ones, I'm always bad at introducing it. I'm like, hello, blah 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 blah. What about that? And I just completely lose track. I lose track of what I'm doing. Hi everyone. If you have any questions, by the way, for myself or Juice, whether it be about drag, whether it be about makeup, whether it be about baking, or just general LGBT things, please go ahead and drop them in the chat, and we'll answer a couple of them as we're vibing and chatting and things like that. So if people do not know who you are, and I know this is a very in-depth big question to kind of just ask out of nowhere, but if you were to give like a opening speech, who are you and what do you do, Juiicebox? Someone doesn't know yet.
Oh, if somebody doesn't know me. I was just like, hello. Here. Hello.
Well, I'll go. I'll leave real quick.
My name is Juicebox. I am a drag queen from Canada. I aired my traumas on TV on a show called Canada's Drag Race at the height of the pandemic. If you want to watch it, it's fun. I'm there, but I'm not really there, but I'm there. Also, my heater's really hot. I am a tiny, dainty little e-girl on the internet. I like to play video games on Twitch because Canada likes to lock down every 3 months. So if you ever want to hang out, I hang out on Twitch a lot. Play some video games. Do you know what I love to do though? Just chatting streams.
Aren't they fun?
If I could sit there and talk for 6 hours and just pull tarot cards all day, I'm the happiest girl in the world.
Like, I don't think people understand. They're like, well, how can you talk? I love hearing my own voice. You know what I mean?
Oh, it's the best.
No one else to talk to. No one else has to interject at all. It's great.
Oh,
Great.
Donna, you sound good to me, but but Passion Planet says that you're quite low with your audio.
I've just bumped it up a little bit. Is that better? Passion and thank you. Hi, lovely. How are you? Are we gonna silver dress? Shush, punting. But yeah, you mentioned Drag Race Canada coming out in lockdown. How was that? Like
Height of the lockdown, yeah.
Height of the lockdown.
I mean, it was okay. Like, we were supposed to get announced at DragCon. We were supposed to have like these big openings and like touring and like meeting people and like really have the Drag Race experience. And we just didn't. You know, like
Yeah.
I watched the season premiere on my parents' couch. I did all of my press interviews on a chair in their bathroom.
Oh. You look like stunning, though. You know,
I looked gorgeous.
Some people's home lighting did not. You know, and I'm saying this throughout the 2.5 years and 500 seasons of Drag Race that we've seen. Some people having to do their reunions in their, you know, in their unlit bathrooms. You know.
Yeah, I think like if I'm gonna have to do something, I want it to look good. You
Yeah,
know, like it's the same thing.
100%.
If I'm gonna be on stage, I want to look good. You know.
Yeah.
So.
And like people will say, "Oh, it's perfectionist," and I'm like, "No, I just like how I look. You know, I just want to make sure I don't look awful."
Yeah.
Music, are you here? Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Music.
Hello. Music. Hello.
Oh, it's over. Oh, she's finished. Okay. There we go. Let's go there.
I can't even hear the music. Is it good?
Oh, it's fantastic. Yeah, I composed it.
Oh god.
It's very, very good.
Oh, did you?
Yes. I when I had the spare time in between 3 years of lockdown, I just made a whole album. I'm
you're
joking with you. I'm so sorry. Yeah.
Oh,
I'm not that talented. Could you imagine?
Like, wow, oh my god.
People have made like
dead.
People have made like two people have made 2 whole albums in the space of lockdown, and I'm like, I have barely made my bed. So props to you. How long have you been doing drag for?
Oh, 8 years, maybe more.
Oh wow. And you started out
or maybe less. I'm not sure.
And you're based in Montreal. Toronto?
Toronto, not Montreal.
Oh, thank God.
Toronto.
Okay, I'm very bad with Canada. Canada is like a new world for me at the moment. I'm very, very bad with areas.
A whole new world. Don't you dare close your eyes.
A
dazzling place you never knew.
I only found out there's places outside of Ireland like last year. It's wild. That's great. Actually, you know what? Our maps, I was talking to someone from Quebec today, literally, being like, our maps growing up does not show Canada or the US in general. It's usually just like Europe.
Honestly, fair. We get too much attention.
We didn't get that expansion pass till like years ago.
I think you were blessed. North America has a thing with making everything about them, so you're lucky.
We got, I mean, in like the space of a year, we got Brings It to the left and the Orange Cheetah to the right. It's fantastic. It's great.
Orange Cheetah.
But yeah, you've been doing drag 8 years, and I assume, did you start in Toronto?
Yeah, so I started drag in Toronto. I worked there for my whole drag career, and then when I got on Drag Race, we moved out of the city.
Oh, okay.
So I live in a suburb just an hour out, but it's still kind of like where I'm based and like where I work mostly, just because it's the most convenient. But I tend to travel a lot more now, so I don't need to be so central. Although getting to the airport is a little hard, but.
And what was the scene like? Because I think it's kind of from like giving you like a minute to think. I think here it's quite different in that in Ireland we have a lot of drag queens now, and especially because of lockdown, there's a lot of drag. But beforehand, you'd kind of think, well, Dublin, Cork, and then Belfast would be its own place because obviously it's like a different area. But it'd be very much everyone is together. There is some cliques, but it's all kind of in the same area. So you'd have campy drag and kind of like young kind of Charlie XCX drag, you know what I mean? Like you have all of that, but it's all together. It's not very separated. How is it in Toronto? Like, how are the scenes?
Well, we have the Village, which is the Toronto Village, so it's Church Street. So that's like very do you know like Soho? Like Soho drag
Yeah.
in the UK? Is that like pageanty and like classic kind of drag?
When I think of Soho, I think of like cabaret kind of stuff and some nightclubs as well.
Um oh, what the fuck?
You
Anyways,
okay?
Apple just took $87 from me, so I'm gonna have to call them after. That's a lot of money. What the fuck?
Facetune is getting very expensive.
I know, right? I just looked and I was just like, ma'am.
Just because I will not watch a 40-minute video on Photoshop, thank you very much.
Yeah, I do not want $87 taken out. It was probably for an account that I like accidentally signed up for, and then they like charged me without giving me a warning. Sick.
Love that.
I know, I love that so much. So hopefully I can get my money back. But anyway, so the Village is very like pageanty. It's very like classic drag. It's just like showgirls. It's a little bit backwards. They've only just recently been allowing things like AFAB performers to go on stage and things. Yeah, it was really backwards for a really, really long time. Like it was very like they would always say things like traditional drag and stuff. And that's where I came up. And then the West End is very like it's a little bit more open. It's more like Drag Monsters, and they do a lot more like artsy things and more experimental. But on the West End too, they do less drag. In the Village, we do a thing called marathon drag. Have you ever heard of that?
Is that where like new people are brought in to do like a competition like There and Then or something like that?
No, it's where you do like 30 numbers a night.
Ew, that is so gross.
Yeah. It's at a bar called Cruise and Tangos, and it's pretty much everywhere else, but Cruise and Tangos does it the most. You start, like, say you're doing the 11 o'clock show or the 11:30 show. You start at 11:30. It's you and one other entertainer or two other entertainers. You go on and you do 5 numbers. You get off to change. Someone else goes on and does 5 numbers. Then someone else goes on and does 5. You're never not on stage. Like there's always someone on stage constantly performing, and then you finish at 2:30 in the morning. But if they're having a good time, you stay and you keep performing.
You get paid for it though, like well enough for it in your opinion?
No, but the tips are good.
Okay. But that's actually a big thing I was gonna ask. Tipping culture, that is a thing there, is it?
Oh, tips are huge here. So like a night like that, you can either leave with like bare minimum, you'll leave Cruise and Tangos with like $300, but like a good night you can leave with like 1,000. You know? But the other times, are you just a puddle of makeup wig? Yeah, you are. You're just a puddle. Like I was so fit because I was dancing for 3 hours a night.
That's a lot. That's also like if you're new, like that is a crash course.
Yeah, well, you know, new performers don't really get cast on that stage right away. It takes you a long time to get to that.
They would die. Yeah.
Yeah.
Jesus.
It's also the money's so good they don't just let anybody on it, right?
Yeah. Well, that's wild. Oh, I don't like that. That sounds literally like purgatory for me.
You don't like it when you hear it and then you do it and you're like, I'm a pop star. Like they are here to see me. I am performing in a concert. So you kind of get used to it and you kind of like have fun with it and you start to miss it. But now like, I don't know if I could go back because I haven't done it for so long.
Yeah. And like, have you found that lockdown has changed kind of the club culture there or like drag culture there? Well, I guess you're still in lockdown, aren't you, technically?
We just got out of it.
Just got out of it. Okay.
Yeah, so I haven't been to the Village yet because we're like fully open now. Like no vax passports, nothing. Like no vaccine requirement, anything. So I haven't been to the bar since, but I've seen a lot of videos and things look right back to normal.
Oh.
Yeah.
Good or bad? Good or bad?
I mean, I just think it's funny to see the people who were missing from the bar for a long time all of a sudden show up again. And you're like, oh, that's why you weren't there.
Sorry, I've realized I've run out of concealer, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna buy that before we do this today. Yeah, I forgot. So I'm gonna try and make a different face today. Today's
Okay.
if I could find the other one, there it is.
Today's a great day to try new things.
Oh, last time I did this, right? Last time I did this, I did it with Deer.
Oh, fun.
Just some indie artist. And she
I haven't heard of her.
no, she's releasing an album called Art Pop. Don't look into it. But basically it was like the night before. I had just gotten a new camera, I just gotten a new microphone, a new XLR. Everything was broken, and I thought, today's the day. Today is the day. And that's why I've just had a constant bad luck since. That's why I feel like I've cursed this stream every time I'm meant to be on it. Like, you feeling ill, I'm like, that's probably my fault. Yeah, that's probably my fault.
That was you breaking down my immune system.
Yeah. But yeah, I was mentioning the different kind of, I guess, drag surgeons, is because I feel like during lockdown, I feel a lot of people have been starting to like find themselves, whether it be queer, whether it be drag, whether it be gender identity. I feel like lockdown has really just forced people into this like cocoon to be like, look at who you are, you know, in the nicest way possible.
I love the people who like started as cis and straight and left as like trans and trans non-binary.
Honestly, and like, I know it sounds like a joke, but it's fully true. It is fully true.
Oh, yeah.
You're sitting there being like, I have literally got the rest of my life. Why am I wasting it like doing not what I want to do? And it's great.
Yeah,
I love
not being the person who I am.
Exactly. But now that we come out of lockdown, I feel like the drag scene has just like doubled here. Like enormously. People are like, why am I wasting my time not getting a drag, you know?
Maybe I haven't noticed because I haven't been to the local bars, and we had such a big thing of like, we have a lot of open stages, so we would have so many new people show up all the time, and just like, it was good. Sometimes they get like a little entitled, but weren't we all at some point?
Some point, yeah.
So
no, yeah, we don't really do open stages. We kind of just do like, you ask really nicely and you might get to go on for free, you know?
Oh,
like
I love that though.
Yeah.
That's like classic coming up.
It's scary though, but it's good. I like it, because sometimes you go to a night and they won't even be announced or anything. They'll literally have joined it and show up on stage and you're like, who is this? I love them, you know?
Yeah, it's always nice when you see that person perform for the first time and they really excel at it. You can tell that they're born to do it.
Yeah, and then when they do really bad, you can scream at them and send them hate. It's so much fun. But
sometimes if they're really bad, I think they're even better.
Oh no, 100%. I feel like people enjoy people who are a little bit more. Hi, I just started drag yesterday, more than someone who's been doing choreography for like 20 years and we're like, you get it. It's fine. It's fine. You get it. You're humbled. You're humbled. You know.
Yeah, like but the people who are like brand new and can barely walk in heels and they're trying to do like a Dua Lipa number, I'm like, go off, diva. Give it to me.
When it's a ballad, when it's And I'm Telling You by Jennifer Holiday, I'm like, we're done.
Oh.
This is great. Very specific. Very specific, but
yeah, an extremely specific niche number they choose.
But yeah, so what is another question that I had on the top of my mind? Did you do makeup beforehand, or were you kind of like, what got you into drag? Sorry, this sounds like, you know, when Chanel does the are you planning on having a baby? If you are you even into that? Are you having fun? Like, but if you are, would you? No, but what kind of got you into drag? Was it kind of, were you more of someone who was like a makeup artist? Were you someone who did dancing? Were you someone who did theater? Or were you just some baker?
I'm a trained makeup artist. I went to a college called CMU. It was Complexions at the time. So I was trained in special effects, TV and film, theater makeup, all that fun stuff. I was working in TV and film for a really long time doing makeup. Then I realized I hated it, so I left. And I started working makeup retail, and then I realized I hated it.
Yeah.
So I left. Yes. Well, it was a lot, and I was halfway through my retail career. I started dressing up in drag and going out and performing, and I realized I was good at it, and I realized I liked it. Developed a little bit of an alcohol problem, but we fixed that. And then I think I was one day I was really, really struggling in this competition. It was called Cruise and Tango's Drag Race. So it was Cruise and Tango's, the marathon drag thing. I entered a competition that was an 8-week competition. They would have like theme nights where you had to do performances in a runway, all that stuff. It was really intense.
Oh my god!
But the prize was $5,000, a trip to Aruba, and a bunch of shit. So I remember I was like so stressed out with work. My bosses were really like messing with me and like gaslighting me, and things were going really bad. And I came home from work one day. Huh?
At a makeup counter.
I know, surprising. but I remember I walked home. I got home, and my husband, Mr. Box, he had a little present for me, and I opened it, and it was a notebook and like sketching pencils, and he had a card saying that I can make enough money to keep us afloat for me to be able to quit my job and do drag full time, and to commit everything into this competition, because if I won $5,000, like we would be set, right? Yeah. So he was just like, I want you to put absolutely everything into this competition. I'm going to help you as much as I can. Just quit your job, leave right now. Don't even give 2 weeks. Just don't even go back. And I called him the next day and I said, hi, I'm never coming back. And then I won the competition.
That is so cool.
Yeah. And fun fact about that competition, I beat Priyanka. She was top 4, and she got 4th place. I won. So I was just like, so when she won Drag Race, it was her revenge.
That was spiteful. Yeah.
Yeah. She went, well, juice.
Wait, that's so cool. I love that. Now that's a story. I thought you were gonna be like, and I opened the box and it was a pair of red heels or something like that. And I was just fully expecting some sort of like Jamie kind of thing. But I love that. That is so sweet.
I know. It was really sweet. He is a treasure.
Like I honestly, I feel like in people need to add more credentials to like partners who support drag is just like top tier, you know, making money.
Well, especially because like this career is so demanding, like emotionally and financially. So for someone to be fine with that is like, you have to really count your blessings.
Yeah, that's really sweet though. That's a really, really nice story. Sorry. I don't know where I was gonna go with that, but it sounds very, very pretentious when I said that. I was like, yeah, that's a really great story. I love that.
I didn't get that. I saw it as a compliment. Don't worry.
Oh, good, great. Ignore what I just said.
Yeah. No, I was fine.
I should have glued my breasts beforehand.
You did glue them.
Not beforehand, no. I'm like doing it while I'm doing my base underneath. I like to just like get them done and dusted. I usually use a hairdryer because I'm lazy, you know.
Oh, I was like, they look done. Are they not?
No, I do like one more layer just to help with a little bit of like texture underneath.
Oh.
Okay, here we go.
What about you? When did you start?
I started, well, I was doing makeup for a good while. I'm not like a makeup artist. I was like doing it alongside like baking college and things like that. And I always wanted to do it, but I was very like anal about
Oh, say anal again.
I'm getting a thing saying I'm a bit low right now, apparently. Still. Am I a bit low still?
You sound fine to me.
Maybe I'm... Let me turn this up a bit. How about that? Is that better? Am I like too loud now? I think. Okay, anyway. Yeah, I was like, if I'm gonna do it, I want to make sure I have like a brand, mindset, everything like that. And so I was like, eventually after doing like makeup for ages and seeing like Deer on Twitch, I was like, okay, I've got time for either games, makeup, drag, or like baking in my spare time, because I had no time. I was working nonstop and doing college and everything. And one day I was like, okay, with my bit of spare time, I'm just gonna start doing full drag with wig and everything on Twitch back in 2019. And then I was just like doing it here or there every month. And then during lockdown, I'd already like gone off performed at like brunches and stuff. It was not good. It was terrible. But during lockdown, I was working in London, And then it like sent me back to Ireland because, you know, everyone lost their job, everything was happening, it was not fun. And in the space of like 2 weeks, I was just baking again in drag on Twitch. And then I did a front page program with Twitch, and it kind of just like cemented me A, doing drag, and B, doing Twitch. And it just kind of like went from there.
I love that.
Yeah. But saying that, I get so like nervous now, like going out to perform. I performed a month ago, and I was like, it feels like I haven't performed ever. And I'm like, shiting myself, you know? But,
Really?
Yeah, it was terrifying. I went up. I mean, also, I'm now on like meds that I can't really. Like, meds that make me more nervous. So I was like really, really nervous. But then a week later, I hosted a show, and I was like, oh, this is what I meant to do. Oh, I love hosting.
Good.
Hosting was so much fun. I've never had so much fun on stage.
Oh, really? I love hosting. You have to host in Toronto, so everybody's good at hosting. So
Really?
I always enjoy a hosting gig, yeah.
I feel like it's kind of different here. We have a lot of like, I guess, we say like, not the elders, but like the queens who've been doing it a long time are the main hosts of every night in the main club here. And it's very rare you get like people hosting unless it's their own show, which is usually in like a one-off event kind of thing.
Oh no, because we're performing so much, you're given the mic and you're like, give me a break, talk to the audience, I need a second.
Oh, I love that. No, I love like just talking on the microphone, and literally, again, I just love hearing my voice.
Yeah.
That's it. Performing, I
like connecting with audiences. Like, I like talking to them, I like getting to know them, I like teasing them.
I feel like people enjoy themselves and are more comfortable with you as well when they've heard you talk and like vibe with them, and then you perform, and I feel like they enjoy you more, you know?
Yeah, and they also see another side of you. You're not just an absolute stunning goddess, you know?
Yeah, you're also disgusting. So,
yeah.
I am. I literally, like, I was like rolling on the stage waiting because there was so much time where like people weren't coming on stage. I was just having so much fun. And I knew that people were like, get this hog off the stage. I was stuck there. I was contracted to. It was so much fun.
I have a friend in Vancouver, and he was at one of my shows, and he hires me for a lot of things. And then they gave me the mic and they let me talk to the audience, and I was talking to the audience and everyone was laughing, everyone was having a good time. He walks up to me after and goes, "You're funny." And I went, "Yeah." And he was like, "You can host." And I went, "Yeah, isn't that a pre-required thing for queens?" And he was like, "No."
Oh my god. I think there's a lot of queens here who get kind of nervous on mic, which is like completely understandable, but like it is a stressful thing if you're not like used to like public speaking, you know?
I guess. I mean, give me the mic or give me death kind of thing. Like, I beg for it at shows now. Like, give it to me. I want to talk to them.
Oh my god. Hi, Joyful Jupiter. How are you, lovely? Another It Gets Better ambassador. An absolute
Hi, bestie.
angel. We did a baking event here over Christmas about chosen family, and basically I made a croque bouche with you guys on Twitch. Joyful Jupiter was hosting, and it was actually so much fun. But I was making this big croque. So you guys on Twitch were like, we're gonna bake something, and I'm like, yeah. So what do you want to bake? And they're like, oh, something like easy, like a croque bouche. And I'm like, okay.
Is that easy?
No, it was awful. But I'm a baker, so it was kind of fine. But it's this huge choux pastry bun thing with like caramel, and it takes about 7 hours to make, and we made it in about 2.5, I think. And
oh my God.
I was doing all this like hot sugar work with this long synthetic wig. It's very fun. Very fun. Still have about an inch of it left. It's great. Yeah. Okay. So, if you don't mind me bringing it up, how is drag with, like, how is it, I guess, coming out as a drag? I hate saying that like that. I hate saying that. A dragon, yeah.
Yeah. Well, when I told everyone that I was actually a dragon, like, do you mean like telling people that I did drag?
Well, yeah, I guess, because I guess a lot of people kind of like say to friends, whatever, but then even for family as well. How was that for you?
Well, I was I went to art school, so like, I was like painting and drawing and everything for years. My parents were super supportive of me coming out. My parents love my husband. Like I think they like him more than me sometimes.
The same for my partner. They're like, so when are they coming over? And I'm like, okay.
You're like, missed you. My parents will literally tell Mr. Box something, like family-wise, like important family things, him before me, and then like forget to tell me. So then like we'll be at a family event and they'll be saying something like, oh, well, you know about Uncle this, and this. And Richard will be like, or Mr. Box will be like, yes. And I'll be like, no, I don't know.
Oh my God. I love that. That is weirdly really quite sweet, even though you're being neglected by your house.
I know. I'm like, why are you telling him? And they're just like, oh, well, we just don't want to bother you. And I'm like, what?
You're the bothersome one. We'll just our other child instead, you know.
Yeah, we'll talk to him.
Yeah.
Like, Jesus. But my parents were always extremely supportive. They loved my art, and when I came out said I was doing drag, we were at Macy's. We went to the States and we went to Macy's, and we were sitting there and my dad goes, so this drag thing, what are you doing? And I basically told him, I was just like, well, I dance around in a dress and I make money. And he goes, okay. And my parents really helped me a lot with school. Like they were very generous and a lot. So then my dad goes, you don't want boobs, do you? Those are really expensive and I don't think I can afford that. Like I it's just, please don't. And I was just like, no, Dad. And he was like, they're so expensive.
Oh my God, that is so sweet.
It was sweet, and he was just like, just don't get boobs. That's all I ask. I just don't want to pay for it. I was like, thanks.
That is so sweet. Oh my gosh.
You know, he's so funny.
Oh, pronoun check in chat. Love to see it. My pronouns in drag are she or they, and out of drag, any. I think I have any below me. I do. I put that there. What are your pronouns in case it isn't very visible, Juicebox?
In the gigantic sign under me, it says she, her. I go by she, her in drag and out of drag. I go by he, him, but like I don't care.
Yeah.
You know?
I think maybe it's kind of a drag thing where people know you as Juicebox in and out of drag. Yeah. So it kind of, you know, it kind of translates, I feel, you know?
It's almost become a boundary for me where like if someone knows me from drag, like if they know me as Juice and then out of drag they're like saying, they're calling me my boy name, they're saying he, him and stuff, I almost get defensive. I'm like, no, you know Juice. you don't know me outside of this.
Yeah. And then when you're in drag and someone says it, I'm like, that is genuinely disrespectful. I hate that. I hate it so much.
Oh, it makes me crazy.
Yeah, it kind of pulls you out of it, and it also makes you go, ooh, I feel disrespected a little bit.
Yeah, especially if it's someone who like they don't know you in drag, they only know you out of drag, so they don't know that person. But it's like, I need you to just try, you know, for a second.
Yeah. But I think that's kind of what my whole thing is. Even though like out of drag I would identify as non-binary, I don't really have any qualms with pronouns at all. I don't really care too much. But I do know that people know me as Dona in and out of drag, and that's completely fine by me. Like I would prefer to someone to just refer to me as Dona as opposed to anything else, you know? It would also just make me uncomfortable, you know?
Is it Dona or Donna?
Dona. So it is...
Oh.
It's like, apparently it's Portuguese. I don't know. But no, everyone, especially in the Irish scene, either thinks it's Dona or Donna, and I don't care as long as I'm booked, you know?
As long as the check clears.
They're like, Donna, I'm like, yeah, sign it, done, finished.
Great, yep.
Yeah, I don't remember what I was asking. Oh yeah,
we were talking about coming out as in drag.
And I guess that kind of does leeway into coming out, because I was trying to beat around the bush very badly and be like, how was coming out for you?
Oh, it was so easy. I feel very privileged. I came out in grade 9.
What is
so, how do grades work for your schooling?
Oh, it's like junior, senior, 1 to 6, and then another 1 to 6, and then college.
I
know, it's really bad.
So it would be oh my god.
How old were you, like, roughly?
15.
Oh, okay, perfect. That's it done and dusted. I love that.
Yeah.
That's so young as well.
Yeah, I was pretty young. And I remember I've told people, so if there's anyone here from my chat, they've heard this story a million times, but I remember I was going to school and I had only told a few people, like I hadn't told a lot, and there was this girl.
Oh no.
I know. Just
There's
wait.
always that girl. Hold on. Yeah.
Jen. I hate her. So Jen comes up to me and she goes, I have a crush on you. And I was just like, this sweet little bean. I was like, girly. I was like, I'm gonna tell you something.
Bestie.
But bestie, it's not gonna work. I was like, I'm gay, but let's be friends. Like, I don't want to cause anything. You're really cool. Like, I feel like we could vibe. She's like, oh, okay, that's fine. Da da da. So what I found out later from Miss Jen is she had a list in her locker of all the boys that she was in love with. And I was one of them, being adorable. But so what she did was, to get the attention of the other boys she loved, was she went to all of them the next morning before I got to school and told them that I was gay so they would talk to her. So it was very much like Mean Girls, Catty Herring, like when you go to school and everyone's looking at you, which, like, I love attention, so I loved, but also was confused. And I didn't know that anybody knew. I was just very much like, what is happening? And this guy, Brian, he was on the football team. He was like built like a gorilla. He was so big and so hot. Grabs me by the, trigger warning, like a tiny bit of violence, not a lot, but grabs me by the neck, slams me up against the locker, and says, I heard you're an F word. Okay, are you gonna, sorry, this is, I know you said I couldn't swear, I'm not gonna swear. Are you gonna S my D or what? At the time, traumatizing. That's now,
awful. Shut up.
I know, but
shut up. Shut. That is awful. That's actually terrible.
Oh, it was traumatizing, but like I think it left some long-standing things in me
to think about. Things to think about. Yeah,
just some things to think about. You know, it gets better messages me after, like, bitch. But so then it was just out. So then that night I was talking to one of my friends on the phone, and I was kind of fine with it, but I was just like, you know, a little upset on the phone, and I think my mom overheard. So she came up to me in the kitchen and goes, hey, are you okay? And I was like, not really, but I'll be fine. And then she was like, okay, well, can I ask you something? And I was like, yeah, sure. And she was like, are you gay? And I went, well, yeah. And she goes, okay.
Well, yeah.
I have to go to the bathroom. Yeah. And she was like, okay, well, I have to go to the bathroom. And I was like, okay. And she goes, not because I care. I just really have to pee, and I picked the wrong time to ask. So
that is, I was like, so sweet.
I know, my parents are sweet little buttons.
I love that. Not that I don't care. I just need to pee.
I just really have to pee.
Oh, seeing as you're really very fast, I'm gonna start speedrunning these this pace.
I'm doing graphic because I have the time.
I was sitting here being like, I've got time. I'm gonna do like Euphoria look, and I'm like, you know what? It's gonna be a smoky. It's gonna be a smoky Euphoria.
A smoky Euphoria. Still don't know my name.
That girl, Kat, so stunning. The one with like all the dominatrix kind of esque thing, where she kind of goes and does everything, and something Cat or something. Was that her name? She was like something Cat. She was
the webcam girl.
The webcam girl. I loved her looks and her makeup so much.
I like how she always looks like she has almost too much makeup on.
And I love it.
I know.
Oh god, I'm so excited. I'm literally so excited to watch season 2.
The only thing that makes me wildly uncomfortable about Euphoria is that these are supposed to be high school students.
Yeah. I will
And
say,
you're like,
I do enjoy how complex the characters are, though, and that they have like so much stuff going on that you're like, why did you do that? And I'm like, I had a lot of friends growing up, like queer friends who did exactly that kind of stuff. And you're like, well, why did you do that? And they're like, I don't know. I was young and gay.
yeah. When you get to season 2, you're gonna go, ooh, these are supposed to be kids.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm excited.
Yeah. Like, you're like, I don't think I should be watching this. Like, this feels inappropriate.
Well,
where's my white eyeliner?
That's so sweet. I love that. Mom is so cute.
Oh yeah, my parents are adorable. Oh, and then my dad the next day said he wanted to drive me to school, so he drove me to school instead of me taking the bus. And the only thing we did, it was quiet for like 5 minutes, and he just goes, "I love you," and I was like, "I love you too, Dad." And he goes, "I just want you to know." And I was like, "Thank you, Dad."
Always just doing what dads do. So sweet.
I know.
I had kind of the not opposite reaction, like not that way, but like the kind of even like it's like the right route, but like just a different path. In that, they sat me down one time because I was just kind of like I'd wear like makeup and I'd like wear women's clothes and stuff, and they'd sit me down one day and they were just like, "Look, are you a woman?" And I'm like,
"Do I look like a woman?"
I mean, at the time, I spent all of my childhood, like, being referred to as a girl because I grew up, like, with long hair. Like, people literally did think I was a girl, and I loved it. I really did love it. But I was like...
Feel like a woman.
But
feel like a woman.
But it wasn't what I was expecting at all, so I was kind of like, and they were like, it's fine, we know, like, tons of gorgeous, tall women. And I'm like, I know, but that's not the point. But it was really, really sweet. Like, I was just like, well, I guess anything else is just kind of out the window. I don't have to think about, because, like, I feel like in my mind, I was thinking of they're gonna go down a completely different route of being like, so the gay thing, you know. But it was all fine, and it was like such.
Did you read Chances?
I was sitting on the couch watching TV with my mom after coming out. She turned to me and said, "I thought it was your brother that was gonna go as gay, and he's not." Oh, that's so sweet. Oh my god.
Me and my family will be talking sometimes, and they'll be like talking about the future and stuff, and I'll be like, and then I'll mention one of my nephews, and I'll be like, yeah, and then he'll bring his boyfriend, and it'll all be good. And my parents are like, stop. I'm like, what?
Oh my god, the gungle, yeah.
I'm like, he might be a little soft. See a lot of myself.
It's so okay, but honestly, saying this, I've a nephew and a niece, and I've got lots of like younger cousins' kids, because like I guess I'm like on the younger side of the family generation, that all of my cousins have kids and grandkids or whatever the hell. But I was always like, okay, maybe I should be the one to represent. Maybe I'll be the token so that they feel comfortable. And then I look around at their like TikToks and stuff, and I'm like, oh, okay, never mind. Sorry.
JK.
JK. Like, I'll be over here. You don't need me.
Yeah, they're doing it better than you.
They're representing better, and I'm like, well, okay. But I do love it. It is very heartwarming to see younger generations being more comfortable more sooner without having to like think about it, you know?
Yeah, fully. What was it? I forgot. Never mind.
But you post a lot to LinkedIn as a business owner, right? No, I'm kidding. You post a lot to TikTok, right?
I was like, Miss Ma'am, what?
Can I just say, I open up LinkedIn once a year, and I go look at all the careers that my friends are doing, what businesses they're owning, and I'm looking at like top tips of being a business owner in Ireland today, and I'm like, okay. And they'll be like liking being like, avocado business is really doing something. I'm just like, I don't understand this. You're all like 12. This is not. Anyway, sorry. You post a lot to TikTok.
I was listening, Tori. I do, yes.
How are you finding it, especially with like, I guess, a more open audience and maybe influencing other young drags?
I mean, my TikTok doesn't really pop off. I got to about 42K once last year when Drag Race is still really big for me, and then it hasn't really moved since. But I find Instagram to be so stressful and so about like engagement and all these things where if people don't engage, it can really wear down on me because like Instagram for a while for me was where I was making a lot of my money.
Yeah.
And now that the engagement's not the same, I'm not getting the same kind of brand deals that I was. So I find TikTok is like that place I can go to just have fun again with social media. So I just like to enjoy the things that I do on there. I make like these fun little HD transformation videos, and sometimes I play with trends and stuff. I just like it better than Instagram.
I will say, whenever I hear that song by Ashniko, "Me and Your Girlfriend," I always think of that one you do where you're like wearing this like gorgeous, I think it's like blue or something, I don't know. It always sticks in my brain because I'm like, oh.
That was my only one to ever go viral, and it went viral on Instagram. I got 1 million views on it, and then ever since, Instagram has been blocking my content.
Viral on Instagram? I've actually never heard that before.
Yeah,
like,
it went. I posted on Instagram because it only did 40K on TikTok. Like that was it. But on Instagram, I got 1 million views and 10,000 followers. So now those followers are all slowly dwindling because they were mostly bots. So I'm down to, I was at 100K and now I'm at 99.2 because they're just slowly deleting. And then, yeah, now the algorithm just was like, okay, we gave you that and that's enough.
Algorithm is genuinely so stressful.
Oh, I hate it.
And there's so many like business, because I read a lot of, I go on LinkedIn and I read a lot of business stuff, and they all talk about algorithm and stuff. I'm kidding, I don't. I like read bits and pieces, or I see TikToks talking about like algorithm and all this, and I'm like, interesting. And it's always things like how the algorithm has just like made this person all rich and stuff, and I'm like, okay. I look at the person, I say, okay,
okay,
white cis straight dude making TikToks that are normally taken or something. I'm like, okay, I understand it now a bit, you know?
If I have to see one more normal looking, very attractive straight man with blue eyes just look into the camera and half-ass a lip sync and then get 2 million views.
My god, when it's like a scene and then they grab the camera by like the bottom, I'm like, oh my god, hello. It's very uncomfortable. It's so uncomfortable.
Yeah, I hate
but it's so popular, and I'm like, maybe this is the route I should.
Just go to the gym, act really straight, and then just like flex randomly at the camera. Although, I will say I have a weakness for the titty jiggle ones.
And welcome to twitch.tv/itgetsbetter, where it does get better. This isn't me shaming people who do like go gym and things like that. It's just the ones where it's like really intimate, close up, like transitions of someone, like, I don't know. It's you know it. If you're on TikTok, you know it. You know exactly what I'm talking about.
Yeah, you know it.
Whereas
do you know what? Okay, speaking of those though, when TikTok first started to get really big, you know, so basically the algorithm shows you the things you're interested in, right?
Yeah.
So I didn't know that, and I was at a family thing for my in-laws, and my little cousins, they're 2 girls, and at the time they were just like, they were like 13 and 10, like they were young little babes, right?
Yeah. Children.
And they were talking about TikTok and all this stuff, and I just went, I don't know if that's a really appropriate place for you to be. Like, that's like shirtless guys flexing and they're not wearing underwear and like all this stuff. Like, are you really like gonna be seeing that stuff and consuming all that? Is that really appropriate? And my one niece, who the older one, looks at me in my soul. She looks into the depth of me and goes, actually, the algorithm just shows you everything that you're interested in. So I don't get any of that on my For You page, but I'm happy to know that you do. And I was like, She read
Ooh.
me to absolute filth at the dinner table.
Oh my god, that is terrible. That is
Everyone was like,
terrible.
ooh.
Oh
She
god.
read me. It's when they start to get smart, you're like, damn it.
Hold on. I learned this from TikTok. She left no crumb. I remember when I first read that on one of my TikToks, they're like, Dona left no crumbs, and I'm like, is it because I'm bigger? Like, what does this mean?
You were like, it's because I bake? Like,
because I eat a lot of food? Is what I fully
she-
thought it was. And I was like, why are these kids body shaming me?
You should have commented and being like, wow, fat phobia.
Literally is what I thought it was. And I was sitting there being like, okay, take me back to school, why not? But no, it was apparently endearing, I think is the right word. I don't know.
Yeah, no,
It's
it's good. I know, it's so funny having to like learn new terminology.
See, I'll sometimes like type like a caption and I'll type it in and I'll be like, oh, maybe this actually was only trending for the month of January. Maybe it's gone now.
Is this still appropriate to post?
So I have
Isn't
people
it funny,
being
like, you have to like think about what you post now, just to be like, okay, is this gonna be funny?
yeah. I thought you were gonna think about what you post about that one episode recently happened. But you know, when they were talking about appropriate to post and cancel culture, and I'm like, okay.
Oh,
anyway.
that made me violent. I was so mad.
Holding people accountable is not a new thing, and
Thank you. I was like, please don't tell me you agreed with them. I was so angry.
No. I think it's very important, especially as anyone with a platform, which is anyone who puts themselves out here, is open to being held accountable for things, and that's fine. That is the growth of a person. Cancel culture is when they don't want to work on it and they're opposed to it or they're aggressive about it and they take a nasty route. So I don't believe in the term cancel culture. I believe in holding people accountable, and that's bad. You know what I mean?
Oh, thank you. Oh my God, bless this day. I was so worried that you were going to say that you believed in it. And I was like, I literally tweeted, if somebody believes in cancel culture, to me, it's a red flag. Like, if you believe that's real.
It's I think when it's said and people say, oh, cancel culture, I think it's kind of going down the route of believing that it'll ruin the livelihood and the jobs of people that don't deserve it. But that's not what we think about. We think about the positive things that have happened, the people being held accountable, the situations being brought to light, people, you know, getting the justice that they deserve, and, you know, uplifting the correct members. And all that we've gained in the last couple of years, I feel, is that a lot of, I feel, you see it in like movies and TV and stuff, there is just a more of a like, I feel open, diverse, more accepting. I feel in the last couple of years, especially during lockdown, I feel like we've seen a big shift, and I don't take that as a bad thing.
Same. I mean, I think there's still a big problem with like tokenism. Like, people are just like doing diversity wrong, but at least they're trying, kind of thing.
Yeah, I think that's a gray area that people can't really find the difference in, of like, am I doing this because of, anyway, long story short, cancel culture, I don't believe in being like, oh, it's a terrible thing. No, holding people accountable has and always will be a thing, and what we can do is refine it and make it better. So, speaking of cancel culture, how often do you post to LinkedIn again? I'm fully just reading, I'm sorry.
You better make a LinkedIn profile after this.
I have one!
Why?
Because I'm a professional who is professional, you know what I mean?
Should I get a LinkedIn? Should I tell my manager that we should make me a LinkedIn?
Yeah, you might get like booked for some business somewhere. Make a book for like a juice organization. A juice organization. You should do gigs for juice organizations. Hey, will you come to our juice shop and do a gig?
Will you do a gig? I love when people tag me in like Juicebox things. They'll be like, oh my God, juice, and I'm like, ugh.
Could you
There's actually a trash bin from a there is a like a shake place or like a juice place in the Toronto Village called Juicebox, and they have their trash bin in the back and it says Juicebox on it, and the amount of times I had people send that to me over the past 8 years is wild.
That is so, you know what? Getting your name out there.
You know, it's exposure.
I love that. Can you do like brunches where the only thing on the menu is just different juices?
I guess.
I'm just
I'm not
opening
gonna
up
say
business
no.
opportunities for you.
I know we're really brainstorming today.
Yeah, I've learned how to brainstorm from LinkedIn. Crazy contest. Wild. New ambassador
Absolutely
of
wild.
Ocean. New ambassador for
Straight
Ocean
cranberry.
Spray.
Yes, Kate, exactly.
No more. I was gonna say SNLs. That's the wrong word. Anyways, what is your favorite part of doing drag? Or sorry, what is your favorite part of getting in drag?
Oh, I was like, those are two very different answers.
Yeah.
Actually, blush right now.
Oh my god, yes.
My favorite part.
So that what blush is that?
This is a pink blush. It's pink strawberry from the Sour Patch Kids Morphe palette.
Stop. It is so pretty. It's like neon.
It was actually a gift from Kate in the chat.
Oh, cute.
Yes.
UTIs is what I was trying to say, but I was saying SNLs. Anyways.
Because of cranberry
This is
juice?
cranberry juice. Isn't that beneficial for that?
Yeah, but it has to be real cranberry juice, not cranberry juice cocktail.
Well, there goes the sponsorship. I love that.
My dad one time was trying to lose weight by drinking cranberry juice, but it was cranberry juice cocktail, so it was just pure sugar. And I was like, Dad, this isn't right. And he was just like, no, I'm losing weight. And I'm like, are you?
Oh, you mean like the, what did we call it, from Concentrate or something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, Riley Mel split the cost to help. Oh, well, thank you, Riley Mel and Kate. It's my favorite palette.
It is gorgeous. I love it.
Have you used it before?
No, I'm just looking at it. I'm like, that's pretty.
Oh, here, I'll show you. Isn't that great?
Oh, that is so good. I was about to say it does really look like candy. It is so gorgeous.
It's great. And then also I have this. It's their setting spray and it smells like Sour Patch Watermelon.
That's my favorite one. That is so stunning.
It's great.
Oh, makeup is so fun now. Sorry, what is your favorite part of getting in drag?
Blush. My favorite part of getting into... Yeah, blush.
Okay, sorry, my goldfish memory completely dropped that off.
I love goldfish just because they're so delicious. Gone goldfishing.
So, what is your least favorite part?
My least favorite part of getting into drag?
And makeup, yeah.
Makeup is foundation. I think it's so boring. Getting into like costume and stuff would be...
Yeah.
It's like...
I hate it so much.
Like just the whole thing.
I feel like...
I hate putting corsets on. Hate it.
I feel like once you've gotten into makeup, you've already like done the marathon where you're like, I don't want to do anymore. You kind of just sit there and you go, I don't want to get in body. I don't want to get.
Oh, see, I don't wear body.
But you just have to get in something, you know?
Yeah, the tights and everything.
Oh my god, tights are disgusting.
Well, I only wear one, so it's not as bad. Than having to wear like 8 with a pair of hip pads. I stopped wearing hip pads once I left Drag Race. I was like, I don't have to do this anymore. I'm done.
That's my goal.
My thighs are big enough.
That's my actual goal, is to like work towards just not, because if I can literally save myself 20 minutes of just body and tights, I will literally.
What's if you have, what I did is I measured what my circumference was with a bra on versus what my my hips, like around my hip was, and for me they're the exact same.
Oh.
So if I just slightly bring my waist in a bit, I have a tiny bit of a curve. I still have a hip dip, so there's obviously not that like curve at the hip, but my butt is really round, so that's nice.
That's good. Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
No, lockdown has
measure it
definitely
out.
Lockdown has really turned me into. It's made me go from like a oh, what would I say? You know those wibbly wobbly mirrors in IKEA you can get? They're like that.
Yeah.
I was like that for lockdown. Now I'm a fridge unit. So I have to do like just a little bit, just a little bit of something, but I am working towards it because I'm like I'm sick of the like the way drag race and things like that, or drag in general, can be kind of body shaming, and I'm like, let's not do that, you know?
Well, if you look at someone like Alona, Alona doesn't wear body, and Alona isn't a twig. So, I mean, and she still looks great in all of her drag. So you don't have to, you can still dress yourself the way you are. I think it just comes with the way that you style things and the way that you wear the clothes
Yeah.
and the costuming.
I,
Because Alona looks great in all her stuff, and she doesn't corset anything.
I think it's just because I've been so used to the way I was doing it, and then after lockdown, obviously, like everything changes, and everything doesn't look the
Yeah.
same. So it just takes a lot of work to rework what I guess your brain is doing and thinking.
Yeah. You almost have to recondition it.
Yeah, I feel like one thing that I never expected out of drag was that the feeling of like, I guess, body dysmorphia when something isn't correct. So say if
Yep.
padding for me is too tight, I feel like weird because I'm like, this doesn't look right on me. In my brain, it's not correcting. And I think that's something, even in lockdown, I only started finding out that I was like, oh, that doesn't make sense to me. My brain is like
Yeah.
not enjoying that. So
I went from being like the fittest of my life to like a little soft, and like I like being a little soft because like I feel like I look good, but
yeah.
also a lot of the costumes that I could wear before don't look the same. Oh my
Yeah.
god, no blush on this temple. Just I'm a wild person. But yeah, a lot of them don't look the same. Like I used to be able to wear a bra and a panty and call it a day, and I probably still could, because like it's my body and I'm gonna love it no matter what.
Yeah.
But they also just don't look the same, and more things are sticking out and more things are moving around. And I think it's just like an inward bit of confidence that I need to work on to be able to still wear those things. I have, and I still feel hot once I'm in them, but it's about sort of just like reconditioning your mind and like kind of deconstructing the like fat phobia that we've been taught our whole lives.
Yeah. I think that lockdown is definitely taking a toll on us in the sense that,
Mhm.
like, yes, I'm, I would prefer to wear this or do that and like not have to wear this and not have to do that. But at the end of the day, like, I see things that other people probably don't see. And I think in
Yeah.
lockdown, from just being away from people from all the time, not being able to get like haircuts, not being able to just like take care of yourself in different ways that you would fill your own needs, really, has just really
Mm-hmm.
taken a toll. And I'm happy to see that so many younger people on TikTok are body positive. I'm even just seeing like people wearing skirts and dresses, and regardless of their gender identity, and it's just like it's exciting to me now because I'm like, oh, we're coming out to a little bit more of a, in my mind, a bit more of an accepting kind of attitude. I hope I say that with an
Yeah.
algorithm that suits me. So
Yeah. I liked there's like straight guys who dress like, I don't know, it's this weird trend of like straight men who dress like gay men, but they make their whole personality about how they're not gay,
hmm
but how they're so fashion forward and open, but they're not gay.
yeah.
Like that's another thing I see on Twitter, on TikTok a lot, is just being like, yeah, but I wear pearls, but I'm not gay. It's like, okay, we get it.
It's the respecting part that I need to be upfront and center, being like, I still respect it. I didn't do it first. This is this. I think I can't remember
Yeah.
who it was, but I think maybe it was Billy Porter or something. Was annoyed because Harry Styles was getting a lot of praise for wearing a skirt, and Billy Porter's like, well, I've been doing it my whole life, so like, what's up here? And I understand it. I understand the frustration. Why are all of my lines
I
leaking?
had never watched Pose, so I never really like understood the Billy Porter
The Billy
isms
Porter.
and stuff. The Billy Porter
Oh,
isms.
yeah.
Because I was just like, she's like, Billy Porter's great. I was just like enjoying it and all, but I just didn't get it. It's just like, where did this Billy Porter come from? And then one day I just decided, I was just like, oh, it was when Pose was finally on Disney
Yeah.
Plus, so I could finally watch it. And then I watched it and I was like, oh, I get it.
Yeah. See, I
I
knew
get
Billy
it.
Porter from Kinky Boots. Billy was the first Lola for Kinky Boots the musical.
Oh, were they?
Yeah, and that's how I knew of Billy Porter, and um, I just I love them to bits. I be honest, I will not be watching Cinderella, but I respect it. I respect.
Oh my god, Billy Porter Cinderella, so good.
Is it good?
No, I've never watched it. I just thought, you go, girl.
Yeah.
Like,
it's camp. It's high camp. It's looking camp right in the eye. I love it.
oh, fully. Do you think Billy knew that it was camp?
I mean, isn't Billy like the fairy godmother or something?
Yeah.
I knew Billy from the Cinderella remake. Can Ahmad please ban them, please? It's one ban Kwanzaa, please, and thank you. What is this heroic music right now? What is this? Oh!
Oh my god, you moved.
Whoops. There we go.
Good?
Yep. Billy C's the best Lola. Oh, 100%. I'll be honest, Kinky Boots is like genuinely one of my favorite musicals. It's like,
You know, the first time I saw Kinky Boots was actually for the finale of Canada's Drag Race. We got to go back and we actually got access to TVs this time.
oh, for that reunion look, can I just say real quick? Oh my
thanks.
god, that stool was a paid actor. So stunning.
That still was a paid actor. I had a dent in my butt from the way that I was just gently leaning on it. No, but not that one. It was for the actual where Priyanka got crowned. We got to go back.
Oh, right, yeah.
Yeah, and so we could actually watch TV because we weren't being sequestered. We were just there to like do the episode. Yeah. When before they unplugged our TVs and took away our DVD players. Oh no. I messed up my eye. I'll fix it.
I'm just down here like a little rat. Sorry.
So Kinky Boots was on. Like they had recorded Kinky Boots and it was on TV. So I just like sat in my room and watched Kinky Boots for hours because I wasn't allowed to go anywhere.
Is this the movie or the musical?
The musical, but it was like a record. It was like a PBS recording.
Oh damn. Was that
Yeah.
the one? Is that the one with Billy?
It wasn't with Billy. Or it might have been Billy. I don't think it was. They were British.
Oh, it was the British one. Yeah, so he was on The Voice. The one here, he got like to the end or something, and then like went straight to Kinky Boots.
Oh yeah. I mean, they were great. It wasn't like I've seen Kinky Boots before. It wasn't my favorite. I also this is gonna sound bad, but I couldn't understand them.
I think because it's based. Wait. Is the American one or which one did you see like on stage?
The one I saw on stage, they still had accents.
Was it like an American one?
It was an American version, yeah.
And they speak
but they
British
still had
in it.
accents.
Stop it.
They were, yeah. I saw it in Toronto. I saw it in Toronto and I couldn't understand them, and I was like, I don't know what's going on. And then I saw it because my friends were in it, because of Toronto is quite small, so I had and because of the girls, what were they called?
Lola and the.
Oh, we got rated.
Yes. Hi, Littlest Fox. Welcome on in, everyone. How are you all doing? Oh my goodness, that is loud. Welcome on in, everyone. My name is Dona. I'm a variety streamer, Irish icon, and the queen of baking here on Twitch. Today, as an ambassador for the It Gets Better channel, I am joined by the gorgeous, the lovely Juiicebox, and we are here getting in drag and makeup, talking about literally everything. Do you like LinkedIn? If so, drop your. Do not do that. Do not do that.
We're unhinged.
Unhinged. But yeah, we're getting a drag and vibing and chatting. How are y'all doing today? How was your stream, Littlest Fox? Loving the makeup looks? Thank you. I love the one eye. The one eye's great, you know. How is your
My
stream,
one eye
lovely?
is not good.
It's cute. Honestly, I love this liner work. It's very pretty.
Thank you, but my one eye is sorry ugly. Get Juice to 100k on LinkedIn, please. I'm begging.
Sunshine Momo, thank you so much for the 5 months. And for the raid as well. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. We appreciate it. That's so. I don't know why, but for some reason my brain, I can't process Billy Porter being a British person, darling, or whatever. Because the original movie, it was based off of a book, which based off of a real thing that happened. They're closed now. That actual shoe shop, they're actually closed now.
Are they?
Yeah, but the original movie is actually quite camp. Right, it's quite good. Oh, weird. Lola's Angels. There we go, Kaitro. There we go. Yes, the Angels is what Lola's girls were.
Yeah. So a lot of those people were coming to the shows a lot. They were coming out in drag. We were teaching them how to do their faces and helping them. So I remember we would go and see them to support.
Is Kinky Boots closed now, isn't it? I love that this is just a Kinky Boots stream.
Oh, I mean, of course it is.
Yeah. I've got a wedge.
Theater drag is always so different from drag. Well, yeah, because they're theater performers before they're drag queens.
I remember, I think it was Glow Up. They had an episode. Do you have Glow Up aired over there? It's that British
Glow
show.
Up makes me angry. Like, I get mad.
What a ding dong, darling, ding dong. I love it.
Oh, I hate it.
I had a friend who was on it in season 2.
Who?
James, the Irish one.
Tell James never to go on my Instagram. I'm sorry for anything I've said about them. It makes me so mad.
No, it's
not
very
their
fair.
talent.
It's sometimes you go and you go, no, absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Well, they must not like give them things, because sometimes I'm watching it and I'm just like, there is no way that you couldn't do that. Like, why does it look like this? Like, there has to have been shenanigans happening to make it look so bad.
Okay.
The drag episode. Ugh.
So I will be well. See, I love Ellis Atlantis. I've been a big fan of Ellis Atlantis for a long time.
Ellis is great.
Such a stunning drag artist. Oh my god, and makeup artist in general. But one thing that I heard, and obviously like I wasn't part of it, so I don't have to worry about saying anything. But basically, they could not bring anything. They could only go, and then they'd all be given the exact same kit, and they could all bring, I believe it's one product that as their play card. I think it's like 1 or 5. I can't remember if they changed it around. But basically, like, I'd be like, oh my god, this Kimchi the Most Concealer is my favorite product, right? I can only bring this or like 5 of this. I can only bring like, I think it was 1 product you're allowed to bring as your play card. So if someone had like their favorite liner, or they had their I think James had gold leaf or something like that, it was like you could only bring that, and then you had the kit as well. So what was there because they live in like a condo in like Camden for the entire time. It's just wild. And
yeah, I got that vibe that there's like not a good kit,
not a great, but you also I don't think you get to keep it unless you win.
I wouldn't want to. It's so bad.
I think there's money. Oh no, it's BBC. There's no money. Well,
yeah.
The blue-eyed guy just staring into the mirror while in my mind rent free.
So bad. The drag episode made me like angry. I used to post on my story like yelling. Like I'd be like, "Why are you doing this?"
I honestly love it. I think it's fun. It's calm.
Okay, I am so pretty.
I love the blush is just so good. So I was just getting a closer look. The blush, stunning. I love.
Thank you.
And the neon. What's the neon? What do you use for the orange neon?
I'm using the Norvina. This stuff
with the lash glue on it. Yeah.
Yeah, the thing I use for my lash glue plate. Ugh. You know, you just can't help but be absolutely stunning.
It's a struggle though, isn't it? You know, we've got issues.
You know, it gets better, and you just start to get more beautiful. You know.
You know. It's hard being pretty, but it does get better. Know that.
You just get used to it.
Okay, I think I don't know why I don't know why I thought that 3 hours was like such a short amount of time. I was like, 3 hours is nothing. And I'm sitting here being like, I'm kind of in the home run part, you know, where like I only do like my base powder. It's once I finish the eye. I guess no, actually I waste time until I have to put the lashes on. I hate putting lashes on.
Oh, really?
My least favorite.
I'm literally doing this graphic work just so I can take more time.
Music.
There we go.
Sorry, you can't hear it, but music is very camp.
Is the music camp?
Yeah, I think it's K-pop.
Ooh. That's my new favorite thing to say now.
That's camp.
Yeah.
I love it. See,
especially if it's like not camp at all.
Yeah, it's like homophobia, and I'm like, that's camp, you know?
Yeah. Oh, full blown camp. Or like if someone's being like if a local entertainer's being ridiculous, I'll send it to a friend and be like, "This is pure camp."
Looking camp right in the eye.
Yeah, this is looking camp in the eye.
What was I gonna say?
You almost had it.
I don't.
Train left the station?
The train has left the station. The station is in shambles.
Ambelina.
Here we go. Right, you should say it louder.
I have to keep remembering that we're live because I keep wanting to give you like silly little tea that I can't say on live.
It's fine. It's fine. We'll just delete the VOD. It's fine.
Yeah, delete the VOD. Delete the VOD.
Delete the VOD.
Everyone starts clipping.
But like, so you've just come out of lockdown,
yeah? Yeah, we just went out of full lockdown at the beginning of this month, and then we have gotten rid of our vaccine passports, and we've gotten rid of all of our cap requirements for things. So now we're just 100% fully open. Everything's back to normal, as if COVID just doesn't exist.
But like during the lockdown, you've been streaming. You're also doing.
Yeah, I mean, I stream.
You're also doing the podcast. Semi-unqualified. Am I saying that right?
Semi-qualified.
Semi-qualified.
Queens.
I keep saying. Not sorry. That is so mean. Semi-unqualified
no,
queens. Semi-unqualified.
No, semi-unqualified. Semi-not really qualified. Yeah, me and Cynthia decided to start a podcast because everyone even before me and Cynthia ever met, they said they would be like, "Oh my god, you're exactly like Cynthia. You're exactly like Juice. Like you guys sound so similar. You guys have such similar humor." So when we met, we were like, "Oh, we really vibe."
Did you meet before or after Drag Race?
After Drag Race. We met when she was we met as soon as I got off Drag Race, and we kind of just like casually met at a show, but then we didn't really get to hang out until it was like Drag Race was premiering like in a month, and we were doing a thing in Calgary together, and so we really got to hang out, and we really just clicked. And then we didn't decide to do the podcast until after her season was done, and she could kind of be a little bit more free to do things.
Oh, so you were like talking after everything was recorded and done, basically.
Yeah, like I didn't know she was cast when she was cast. Like,
right.
We got to know each other after she had recorded and got home and all that.
That's so funny that you say you don't know, because I think, especially here, so I believe UK is being recorded right now, but the moment that there's a hint, everyone in their city across Ireland and England will be like, "She's missing, by the way." So, she's missing.
Oh, fully. We do that here.
Everyone is like, I love it.
I called my friend the other day and I was just like, this, and I'm not going to say who, for all of you getting excited. And I was just like, "Hey, can you make me a costume?" And they were like, "I can't." And I was like, "Why?" And they were like, "I'm getting ready. I'm helping somebody get ready for their trip to Brazil right now." And I was like, oh yes, a trip to Brazil. Okay, great.
I feel like if you're a seamstress in this day and age who does things for drag, you've got 70,000 spin-offs that you are busy and booked. I hope, but
Yeah, I mean, but some people don't pay. Like, I paid for my whole package up front, but some girls don't.
oh, because they use it as like, I will wear your goods on the show or something.
Or they'll say, like, I'll pay you when I start making Drag Race money and stuff. And it's just like, well, bestie, the world may go into a lockdown and that may never happen. So pay up front, pay your bills.
It's like a year of waiting. It's not like some people wait like 7 to a year just to be on the telly. Sorry, on the television.
For normal seasons, though, the turnaround's really fast.
Oh, okay. That's good. It still sucks that people need to eat.
Yeah.
Why do people have to eat, you know? Sucks.
Oh, so annoying.
So frustrating. Especially disqualified queens.
Ew, I look so good.
I'm using this palette, I'm not gonna lie, this palette's actually quite good. But
is that Julia?
It's Give Face. It's that one British company that like did makeup for a minute and then disappeared.
Oh, it looks good.
I think it is Krylon makeup pan.
Ooh.
I've been told that they're expired makeup, but they work great. Even though the blush smells a bit like this, it's amazing.
I did a fashion show with Krylon when I was still doing makeup. And then Joey, do you know Joey Bevan?
The name rings a bell, but I'm not sure.
He was the designer, and it was for a convention called, get this, America's Next Top Model Live.
Oh my god, okay.
So I was doing makeup on all of the America's Next Top Model superstar alumni.
And it was all Krylon.
And it was all Krylon. And so because of that, I had a Krylon kit for like 6 years of just strictly Krylon makeup, and I threw out 90% of it.
I think the only thing that they had a grip on my neck for was the sticks. Actually, you know what? No, that one spray they have, that one spray that is basically hairspray, is the only thing I have at the moment. You know that
what
one?
Gives a girl power and punch? No. Is it spray?
It's just hairspray. No, I've realized. Spray. I've literally put it on. I'm like, oh no, this is hairspray. This has got to be glued.
Is it green marble?
No, it's Krylon. It's a Krylon setting spray.
Oh.
It's the big blue can. It's very pricey, but it is just hairspray fully.
Is it just hairspray?
It's basically just hairspray.
It's just hairspray.
I can't believe it's not hairspray.
Yeah, you heard it here first. An exclusive, it gets better. It is just hairspray.
It's just hairspray.
Should I add green to this?
Whereabouts?
I don't know. I'll do some here.
Just slime.
It's a little slime. Did you guys have slime TV shows when you were a kid?
So we had Nickelodeon, like UK would come to Ireland every so often. And my family were meant to be on a TV show with Nickelodeon where like they go up and they like win prizes and all this stuff. But me being a child, I was like, they can't have happiness if I can't have happiness. So I kicked up and they never got to do it. I mean, and it will, isn't that fun? They hold it against me forever.
I mean, I would. You ruined Christmas.
I actually did, yeah. So that's great. It was Christmas Eve.
Are you joking?
No, I'm not kidding. What the fuck?
You ruined Christmas.
Could you imagine? Yeah, it was on Christmas Eve. We had nowhere to go. It was awful. Nickelodeon kicked us out. No slime for Christmas dinner. It's terrible.
No slime for Christmas dinner.
No more slime for Christmas dinner. I want to do a bit more. This is fully just playing a K-pop playlist, and I love it. Don't know what it is.
What? Who is your favorite K-pop band?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I don't watch.
Do you watch anime?
I used to. My partner watches a lot of anime. I don't really.
Are they watching Demon Slayer?
Melvin, are you in here? Where's
Demon
Slayer?
It's so good.
I'll be. I think the last one that I like got hooked on was And I know people really hate on it, but Sword Art Online, I love it.
I am hooked. I'm hooked. I love it.
Isn't it literally so camp? Like that actually
It's
is
so
camp.
camp. Yeah, but I think it's because we like video games.
Yeah, it's kind of, you know what? The one game that I found was kind of similar to it was Genshin Impact.
Yeah.
It was very
Yeah,
similar
yeah.
energy, and I love
I'm
it.
only on season 2 right now.
I think I stopped when it took the turn halfway through season 1 is when I stopped.
Oh, okay. Season 2, they go into a different game.
I want to come back to it. I really do, because I really did love that. It was so camp. The latest season is godlike. Oh, and Demon Slayer. I'll answer for them.
Oh,
saying,
the latest season is so good.
Oh, I'll answer for them saying yes. Well, I know Melvin watched the first. Oh, Melvin did watch Demon Slayer. Okay. Oh, Melvin's probably playing Elden Ring right now. Is there
Are you playing that?
I'm going to be playing it tomorrow. So I got a key for it. So I'm very excited. Very excited.
I don't want to.
No?
It looks hard and not sparkly and not pretty.
Are you watching Luke Boogie play it?
No, I keep missing Luke's streams lately.
Oh, same.
I was hoping to catch Luke this morning when I was getting ready I was having my breakfast at the gym, or to go to the gym, but they weren't online, so I was like, fuck.
Yeah, I've been missing a lot of Luke's. I think that happens though when you, what do? You know when you unfollow someone, yeah. So I just don't see them anymore.
Did you unfollow them?
No, I'm kidding, no. No.
I was like, oh my god, exclusive.
You're watching right here, right now.
Donna hates Luke Boogie,
No
not
more.
clickbait.
No more Luke Booger. Thank you very much.
Not Luke Booger. I love them, and they're nominated for
Gaming Awards.
gaming awards. Yeah.
Yes, and I'm gonna
It's
show
so
up as
exciting.
well, and I believe the nominees get a open bar. So I am going to dress up as Luke Boogie.
I think that's smart.
And I'll go in the back and be like, hello, where's my free bar? You know? I'm excited.
Are you two from the same?
So we're actually not far from each other. I went up and visited Luke last November
Oh wow.
to pick up rent, and it was great.
I told Luke if I'm ever in the area touring that we have to go to the gym together.
Oh, like Glasgow is the drag. It is so cool. They have this
Is it?
gorgeous, huge it's almost like a mansion. And it's called it's that. And basically it's like multiple floors of just like different types of clubs. So there's like a cute side thing for like a cute little drag brunch. There's a big main like mansion area. There's like a fun poppy kind of young queer area downstairs. It's so cool. I hope if you do tour you get to go there, because it is genuinely like so much fun. And apparently I think it's one of those clubs that during lockdown benefited a lot from people being like, hey, make it more inclusive. And I think when we went it was post that, and it's so much fun. I really enjoyed it there.
Are you Ireland or Scotland?
I'm in Ireland. I'm in Dublin.
You're in Ireland. Someone from Ireland reached out to my manager last year to go out there, but everything's been locked down and everything.
I think I might know
So
who
nothing
it was.
came of it.
If it
Oh,
does
really?
happen, yeah. So we're actually moving hopefully to London in the next month. But if you end up in Ireland, let me know, and we'll leave you on scene.
Well, hopefully.
It'll be really fun. Is there plans to come to this side of the world, Europe? and all
There's
that?
whispers about it. Nothing I can talk about yet.
Mhm.
There's little whispers. I'm hoping that it happens though. It would be nice. It's been a big dream of mine to go over there. I've only been there once. I got to perform with Sybil's house, who's going to be performing at the gaming awards.
Civil War.
Sybil War. I call Sybil War my mom. She's not,
Aw,
but I call her mom because she's also a
Gorgeous.
crossfitting drag queen.
she is gorgeous in drag and out of drag, like so stunning.
Oh, so hot out of drag. Oh my god.
Yeah.
So the person who does my wigs, Wigs Zaddy,
Mhm.
is actually one of Sybil's daughters.
Oh.
Yeah. And when she was there, her name was Ashley Warchild, part of the House of War.
Oh my god.
Hmm.
I love that. I'm not gonna say it, but it is that. It's camp. You know what I mean?
It's camp. Thank you.
um, do they ship the wigs to you from England, or are they based in like Canada?
Oh no, actually, our Wig Daddy lives here now.
Ah, fab. A lot of a few people, like a few seamstresses and wig makers from Ireland, moved to London, like as we were coming out of lockdown, and everyone's looking around, being like, "So who's gonna tease my rat?" You know what I mean? Um, and that's why I'm
What do you
going.
guys do now?
We have a couple queens who still make really stunning stuff, but it's like I feel like if a wig maker was to come to Ireland and do what like Microsoft and Google does and just show up, they will make bank. They will make bank, 100%. Especially with the amount of people getting into drag now, I feel.
Yeah. Is there a big drag scene where you are?
Yeah, so I think we have probably the biggest in Ireland. It's quite central though. So if you were to say, if you were to go to like the George, so I think I probably know the person who was contacting you, but it's a lot of the gigs are in the George, which is like the main bar here. Um, it's a really stunning. It's a quaint place. It's not like huge. It's like 2 floors, and there's like a stage. Not that big, but it's like a stage, and it's cute. It's very homely, you know. And if you were to walk out of there and walk in one direction for 5 minutes, you'd make it to a lesbian-owned gin bar, and then you walk another 10 minutes, not even like 2 minutes, and you end up at the other drag bar, and like everything is within walking distance of each other. Everything is in the
It was,
middle of
prob-
Dublin.
it was probably the lesbian-owned bar that reached out to me.
Stop it.
I don't think I'm just making like a joke mostly, but the women-loving women, big fans.
Big fans. Yes, I love it. And I can't remember where I heard it. I heard someone talking about how like young like femme people supporting drag, and then compared to fan base of like, not to generalize, but to be like the men in the bar who will tell you how to do drag without ever doing drag. You know?
Yeah.
Two very different.
If I walk in to a bar to do a gig and everyone there, like the majority is women or femme presenting individuals, I'm like, it's gonna be the best night of my life.
Yeah.
It's gonna be the best night ever. they're gonna party uninhibited. They're gonna tip like nobody's business, and they will show you so much love. Yeah, there'll be one there who tries to touch you inappropriately because they get rushed with so much misogyny in their day that they like to lay that on you. That'll happen. But, you know, that's just one in a crowd of many.
Yeah. Oh, honestly though, like that's the one thing when I was performing the first time in a long time, was I was looking out, and so many people who were like sitting in front row, who were like the people I talk about, who I'm not a huge fan of, were all like looking down like this. Like not there.
Not into it.
But the girls all in the corner there, loving every moment, screaming, loving it.
Oh yeah.
And that was one thing actually I noticed, and I noticed about, and it's funny because I guess it's on topic with UK versus the world. I went up to Belfast for the first time in April 2019, I think, or 2020, and basically I went up just to see it. I think it was like cheap bus or something. And I'd never been there because I guess in Ireland we have kind of this whole history, and there's kind of this divide, and people are kind of wishy-washy. And we went up being like, screw it, we'll go. Blue Hydrangea is performing here. It was before she was on Drag Race actually. And there's like 1 or 2 drag bars I think up there, and they're all like beside each other. We went up on like Easter weekend, and if you know like Christianity, it's a big fucking weekend for Christianity. And we went up, and it was kind of like a pub kind of setting, if you know what I mean. Like it was kind of a skinny room. There was a pub kind of setting on the right. It was a lot of men like doing their thing. No judgment, a bar is a bar. But she was performing on a stage which was about this high off the floor, and she was giving it 100%, and all the people at the front had their back to her. all chatting, vibing. I've got a video of me like from the back of the bar being like, ah! And no one at the front was like staring. They all had their, and since they're like a close height because the stage is tiny, they all had their back to her. And I'm like, is she just like a goldfish tank? What's going on here? It was like, I've never seen such disrespect in my life, and I'm hoping that lockdown has made people realize like, look, you're lucky. You got this blue blessing who sends home competition. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh. Can I be really honest? That is Toronto drag.
Is it?
Yeah. That's just
sucks.
Toronto drag.
That sucks. And like,
yeah, they'll be like front row, just having a drink, not paying attention to you. We're just background noise to them. Oh, and how could I be background noise looking like this? Like,
I love that we're like literally going step by step, and like I'll touch up just a little bit here, and just a little bit here.
I've never taken so long to do my makeup.
I can't wait to finish my makeup, take a picture, and then
wipe it off.
Wipe it right off.
Just take everything off.
Usually I have something planned, but I'm like, today I'm so tired. I'm really not.
Same. Like when you were like, oh, I may not be able to do the thing today, I was like, oh, I could watch Scream and take a nap.
Have you seen the new one?
Not yet, but I have it. I have it, so I'm probably gonna watch it.
Ooh,
yes, I have it in very legal ways. I have it very legal. Yeah, of course.
Along with how I got Euphoria.
Yeah, very very legal.
Also, I gotta say, I think it was because TLDR was in A&E all of last night, so I watched everything that I couldn't watch, and I watched UK vs. the World, and I need to say this. They need to do more Eurovision songs. Because...
Was that... Oh, yeah, the...
I'm not your toy. I was screaming in A&E. It didn't help.
Yeah, because Eurovision's really big out there, isn't it?
Oh, huge. Europe.
Yeah.
Europe. Yeah.
Imagine if North America got to participate in Eurovision. It would be stupid.
I think everyone else is, though. Is Canada's in it, right?
No.
Really?
I don't think so.
Who's in Eurovision?
Australia, I think?
Eurovision Song Contest is made up of Eurovision Song Contest 2017, Eurovision Song Contest 2016,
Okay.
Eurovision Song Contest.
Yeah, I think Australia is in it for some reason. England.
Well, they're part of the Commonwealth, I think.
Oh, they are part of the Commonwealth. Isn't Canada?
But so are we.
Yeah.
Do you know what I said one time, speaking of Australia? I was trying to say Australia is part of the Commonwealth. That is what I was trying to say. But on the mic, I was like, no, Australia, it's like Europe, but far. And everyone in the bar was like, you have no brain.
I love it. I really, really, really hope that they get a bit of a redemption in a newer season of something, because that was honestly one of the hardest things I've watched.
Oh, I didn't even count it as canon. I was like, this isn't.
This is
illegitimate.
Bad. This is illegitimate.
And it was like, I think they made a lot of it's just they had so many things go wrong, It
was a bit like Fire. It was like Fire Island of drag, Oh no, there is actual festival.
Fire Festival.
Fire Festival.
Yeah.
Not Fire Island. Oh my god, not that. Yeah.
Oh no, go off Fire Island. Yes, diva. Oof. I love a nice, cool, deep light to mask everything.
I just realized my saturation's really high. I look so orange.
Orange?
Like my blush is.
My foundation isn't the right color.
I look.
Can you tell?
No, I mean you're
no.
Not to. You're kind of in the dark as well. Like you've got this on one side. That made me worse. That made me so much worse.
I know. I need another light right here. I also don't want to flesh out these.
I want. Oh, it's so cute though. Those Neo panels. I want them.
Oh, my Nanoleaf.
Nanoleaf, yeah.
Use code JUICE for 15% off Nanoleaf.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Yeah.
Ooh.
You get a lot of fun things when you have trauma blasted on TV. I don't know if it's still up. I had it up for a year, but it may still work.
I haven't seen any streamers with that before, personally.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, work, Diva.
Granted, I don't
Well,
watch Twitch anymore.
You're looking at one.
You know when you you know when you finish your shift at work and you're leaving, and then you're like talking to your like bestie, and then you're like, oh my god, half an hour's passed, I'm meant to be going home or something.
Yeah.
That to me is when I watch Twitch sometimes after doing a stream, and I'm sitting there and I'm like, I'm so tired, but I'm still sitting here, and I should be doing something, you know? I get that energy now, or I get tired.
Sometimes I like to lurk while I'm playing video games. Like, just on my second monitor, I'll lurk. And it's rare lately that I find, like, I can watch a whole, like, 6-hour stream.
Oh, not at all. And I don't know if it's
No.
lockdown or if it's just everything, but it takes it out of you, especially if you are a streamer and you're kind of sitting there, kind of your brain is starting to get those intrusive thoughts of like, why don't you do that? You could be doing this right now. You could be working on this right now. You could be doing that. And I'm sitting there being like,
Yeah. Or you're a Virgo and you go, why are they doing that?
You a Virgo?
I'm a Virgo. Are you?
Yeah.
You're a Virgo?
Yeah. Ooh. Cut the stream. Cut the stream. Wait, what?
I love a Virgo.
What date?
September 20th.
Oh, I'm 13th. Friday 13th.
You and Lemon are closer. Lemon's, I think, the 10th.
Ah. How old is Lemon?
She's in her early 20s.
Okay.
She's a youthful little thing.
No, she's stunning. I love that there's more Virgos. There needs to be more Virgos to make everything settle out and cause chaos.
Exactly. I love a Virgo.
As a Virgo, I'm like, Virgos are awful. I love it, you know?
They're just we're just judgmental, but
We're
in a
honest.
quiet way.
We're honest though, you know? You
Thank
need Virgos
you.
for balance, you know? When just when everything in the world was perfect, the Virgos vanished. I'm trying to make an Avatar reference. I don't watch the fucking show.
I got it.
Oh, thank you.
I got it. Makes you feel better. Like, if there was nothing but Scarlet Bobos in the world and no Virgos, chaos.
What is she?
Scarlet is early December. I think she's Sag or Capricorn. What? December 5th? How do you remember Scarlet's birthday? Sorry, Mr. Box just walked by. How do you remember Scarlet's birthday?
What do they remember?
Scarlet Bobo's birthday is December 5th. I am from Mr. Box.
How does Mr. Box know?
Mr. Box knows. The Sag takeover is she a Sag?
Sorry, December 1st.
December 1st. Wrong. I love you. Okay,
You cut me.
I'll talk to you later. I love you. I don't know if you heard him, but he's like, that was really hurtful.
Why?
Because I called him wrong.
Oh.
She's a Sag. Okay, see, that's why. She's a Sag.
Ah.
Insane. She's a crazy person.
How long of a wait did you get between recording and showing of Canada?
It was... We filmed in November and it premiered in July.
November and then July.
Yeah, so November and then the year after.
Wait, isn't recording like a month and a half?
No.
Oh, it's like a month?
Well, this was before COVID.
Oh
Yeah.
God, you really...
Things were a lot faster.
Oh my God, you really were like, okay, now
Yeah,
I get
babe.
to relax, and you're like, oh,
I was like, now I get to relax. And I was like, oh, now I get to relax.
Yeah, hibernate.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I literally got home from Drag Race and it was Christmas. And
That's what I was
then
gonna say.
Yeah, I got home from Drag Race and I did a few gigs. And it's hard to get back into gigs when you first get back because you're like, I am struggling mentally. So then you go back and it's a little rough. And then it was right into Christmas. And then right after Christmas, I went to Vancouver for this really big event. And I was just like, this is amazing. I love this. This is like the start, because I was starting to get booked all over Canada. And then lockdown happened and all of my Canadian bookings got wiped, gone. And then we moved out of Toronto into my parents' place. And then my season happened.
Jesus.
Mm-hmm. Jesus.
That is so tough.
What do you think of black lipstick?
I love it. I saw someone on TikTok recently talking about, we need to like talk about how gorgeous it is, and I'm like, I thought everyone knew how gorgeous black lipstick was.
I feel literally so pretty when I wear black lipstick, especially when I wear bright colors. I just feel like an ooh-woo goth girl.
I feel like it's like paint. Why is there nothing on this brush? I love it. It's like it's it also, like, for me, big dry person. I love black lipstick because it just hides all of the dryness for me. You know.
I see. I like it because you can't see that I overdrew my lips.
Oh yes. Oh, I love that.
The like lip injections, not here, but you can't tell. They look huge. I'm very much a fan of the black lipstick. Thank you, Riley. 2002 is the Juice takeover year, though. I am doing a lot this year.
You deserve it. Jesus,
thank you.
Like, especially coming out of lockdown, if you're... What was I trying to say? Yes. I'm so tired. I'm so sorry. My brain is disconnecting. I sat here. I literally, like, I think it was like 30 minutes before the stream. I was sitting there eating a cheese string, being like,
oh, cheese string. How do you eat cheese string?
I do what everyone does, and I peel it piece by piece. And
you do not, you liar.
I chomp it. I just eat it.
You have to peel it.
I don't have time, and it's also greasy, and I'm sitting there doing things, you know? I'm like, I chew it like tobacco. I'm like spit it into a bucket, you know?
Yeah, you never swallow it.
No, ew, gross.
No. Do you know what I've been really into lately? And I think that it's giving me like major gas, but I don't care because they're so good. Baby Bell cheeses.
I love them.
The one, bitch. The one.
And when
they're
I'm
so
like,
good.
When I'm so like, started lockdown, right? I was like, okay, it's getting a bit out of hand. I'm starting to like lose my like rhythm. So I'm like, maybe I'll start using one of those apps that like tracks what you're eating, you know, like those My Fitness things where you scan it, whatever. And I was like, screw it, I'll try it out, whatever. And
oh no.
And I put in, so I've got this old fucking silver like weighing scale. Like I think it was used to like weigh the birth of Jesus or something. And I used it and I put it in and I was like, okay, you've got this many calories. And I'm like, okay, I don't like calorie counting, but I'll do it, you know, I'll do it in privacy. And I did it, and I like have my regular meals, whatever. And I'm like, God, I've still got like 1,000 left. So I'd be like, okay, well, if it says I've got 1,000, I mean, I may as well make the most of it. And I'd be sitting there like eating a whole net of Baby Bell in like 10 calories, 10 calories, 10 calories. And then I went to my partner's house like 2 weeks later, and I used the weighing scales. Turns out it was very broken. I was like 10 stone heavier on my one because it was broken. So I was shoveling down Baby Bells every day, being like, I mean, I've got the 1,000 calories. I may as well enjoy them. And I
need to feel my body.
Oh, I was shoveling down cheese, being like, it's my God-given right. And that's where I stopped doing it, because I was like, this isn't for me.
No, if you ever want to try and get an eating disorder, that's the way to do it. Counting calories is the worst.
Now I literally just eat cheese all day, and it's so good.
I love cheese. I can't eat too much cheese because my bowels will just like Noah's Ark, like separate the seas, like it's done.
The elevator,
but I can have a little.
Like The Shining or something.
Yeah, like I'll like be if I have a grilled cheese. I had a grilled goat cheese. We have a goat farm in my town. I know, it's so cute, but they have all goat cheese things. So I went and I got a goat cheese and charcoal, like grilled cheese. So the bread was charcoal bread and it was goat cheese and like regular cheese, grilled cheese, with a goat cheese macaroni and cheese. And the way I absolutely destroyed it, but the urgency to get home was so real.
Oh wow. Oh wow.
Oh wow.
Wow. I always try and do it, but I just become Owen Wilson instead. So. Wow.
You
I
were
want
trying
a
to do
hot dog real bad. That's just.
Oh, you look like the 4th of July.
I heard you do an impression, like, from your podcast, like in the last week. I want to say.
Was it Jennifer Coolidge?
Was it Jennifer Coolidge?
It might have been. She was supposed to be my my Snatch Game.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my god. I don't know why she. Well, I guess the stakes are really fucking high, aren't they?
For Jennifer Coolidge or for Drag Race?
Jennifer Coolidge. Yeah.
I guess. I don't know if I would have done well because you kind of run out of jokes and it's like an 8-hour day.
Oh my god. Really?
Yeah, it's long.
Wait,
yeah, it's really long.
How long do people sit on Snatch Game for?
Well, I mean, they're like long shoot days. Like episode 1, I think we shot for like 16 hours. Like they're long. Also, but I don't know about how long Snatch Game. I heard it was a really long day, but I wasn't there. Oh, it was James Charles. Kate said it was James Charles. Hi, sisters.
Oh my god. Yeah, I thought you were taking a clip from one of his videos, and I was like, huh.
No, it was me and Cynthia.
That was really good. That was really, really good.
Thank you.
I don't know
I think
why
Cynthia's was a bit better.
I don't know why she didn't do a voice though. Like
maybe she was and it just wasn't good. I had to start being nice to Janie though because we were getting a little mean to Janie on the podcast. So like I was just like anytime she did something bad, I would have to like soften it and be like, no, it's actually not bad.
Did you watch Holland one? Okay. Oh, the
Holland
music
happened right after mine.
Okay. And you're already like,
yeah.
Oh!
I was like,
Nova Jones, thank you so much for gifting 5 subs to the chat. To Umi Plays Games, Dylan Chan, Sulky, Owie, and Ellie of Peach. Thank you so much. All of y'all enjoy your gorgeous little sub alert next to your name. Thank you, Nova Jones. It's very appreciated.
Thank you. Thanks, bestie.
Thank you. Very kind. What were you saying? Yeah, no, I can imagine like after you probably want to like detox from drag in general for like a bit.
Yeah.
After.
I literally like saw that who got sent home?
Spoilers.
Room got sent home first.
Room service, yeah.
Yeah, room service. And I sent her a little message saying, welcome to the fam, and never watched the rest of the season. Because I was like, I need a break. I'll reach out to my fellow pork choppy sister. Call it a day.
Love that. Who was first in Canada too, I guess?
Who was first in Canada?
2, yeah. 2.
Oh, I thought it was season 1. I was like... the first one to go in season 2, spoiler alert, was Beth.
Yes. Oh my god, yes.
Sweet Beth. She's very sweet. I really like Beth.
I love her drag. She's very I need a new word.
Camp. You were gonna say camp.
Yeah, she's camp and cute. You know what I mean?
She's camp.
She's camp and cute. I love her.
I mean, she's camp. It's what she is. She's camp.
Yeah. I am so like I think season 2 like was actually season 2 was great. I will say season 2 of Canada and season 2 of Holland. Did you watch Holland 2? It was very okay. I'll be honest with you, and this sounds so not right, but I think that for a lot of people, when it is something like Holland or Thailand where the subtitles are very, very fast, it's understandable to kind of get like overwhelmed. I know for my partner who's dyslexic, I know Thailand and Holland was very hard to watch because it's like
yeah,
because just very fast language. But Holland 2 and Canada 2 was actually so good.
See, Canada 2, and I've told this to my sisters. I've told this to the girlies. Here's my thing with Canada 2. I'm bringing you really close. My thing with Canada 2 is that it was, in the nicest way, a bit boring. Because there was no fights, like there was no stakes, there was no drama, no one was like getting in each other's faces. The most was just Eve crying and then Eve left.
Who I love, by the way. I love Eve is so good. It's so beautiful. Oh my goodness.
Me and Eve used to fight a lot. Like a lot.
Oh really? Like proper fighting?
No, not like fight, but like fight.
Oh, like actually like, ugh, I don't like them.
Like, I had Eve blocked for like 6 years. Like, I refused to acknowledge Eve's existence. Like, hated each other.
Yeah, I love Eve too. Yeah.
We're fine now. We're fine now. But like we joke about it that we used to be mortal enemies because we were not friends.
So like when she was on the show, you unblocked her, said, "Hi, bestie, welcome to the family."
No, it was when it was right before that. We were kind of like okay because I got her to do some of my merch. Because I was like, she's really good. So I kind of like softened and we had sort of like figured things out. And then when she got on the show, we just like joked about it.
Okay, I love that.
But we were like not good. It was wild.
Oh my gosh, I love that.
I know.
I love that.
Right?
Energy. I think that's a Virgo thing as well, reaching out when you need something. Because I realized I was talking to someone today, and I do genuinely value people, and also with ADHD, I forget anyone exists in the world until like I contact, and I'll be like, "Hey, can you help with this thing?" And then I scroll up, and I'm like, "Can you help it? Can you help?" Oh yeah, no, I'm a terrible person. So I'm just gonna blame my star sign, you know.
What planet can I blame today?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
What were we talking about though? We were talking about Eve. We were talking about
You said season
Canada's
2
Drag
was
Race.
boring trash, the worst season you've ever seen, is what you said.
Oh, I wouldn't say the worst season I've ever seen, but it wasn't my favorite. Do you know what's funny? Actually, I was at the live finale. My friend Tommy, love of my life, my king, Tommy put on the live finale. And so I was there. I was helping to support. I was like helping with like the meet and greet and stuff, and like going to pick up the flowers. Like I was just there to like help out. And I ran into Isis, the winner.
Yeah.
And we were in the dressing room, and Isis was just like, "So what'd you think of my season?" And I went, "It was okay." And she was like, "You didn't like it." And I went, "I didn't like it." And she goes, "Well, was it better than your season?" And I went, "No." And she went and she went to say something. She literally opened her mouth, and I said, "And I was only there for one episode." And she was like, "Oh fuck, I was just gonna say that."
Oh my god. Love the honesty. Love the honesty.
I mean, why lie? I didn't enjoy it. I didn't, but it's like, it's not a big deal. I still love the entire cast. All the girls on it are so talented. I don't think it was their fault that it wasn't good. I think that it was just the way that they made the show and they edited the show and put them together. I think there was a lot of mistakes. They also didn't promo for it at all.
No, promo was non-existent. I think I saw it because of 5% Plus. I think that's the only way I really like knew of it, you know?
Yeah, and it was on the same day as UK3, which was wildly successful.
Wildly successful. I will say, I think UK3 is my least favorite UK. Probably.
2 is my favorite.
2 is I think 2 is one of the best. Full stop.
2, it's hard to top 2. Like Tace and Bimini and Ahura and Lawrence Chaney. Like everyone on that season was incredible.
Lemon. Oh my god. Everyone was so just like...
Oh, Ginny Lemon!
Ginny Lemon! Oh! Lemon is my favorite UK queen ever. You know?
I love Lemon as a UK queen.
She can be now, you know? Her and Jimbo are now UK queen.
I know. They're my little UK icons. I love Jimbo so much.
I think... Alright, this sounds so mean, but I was talking about my friend James from Glow Up. And I think the other day there was a photo shoot where they were there and they like did Jimbo's makeup. They did Jimbo's makeup and it was the black lips and eyes. And I was like...
That's what they did?
They literally painted on the lips and the eyes. And I'm like, wow. Can I, like, we're going to get this makeup artist in. Can you do my makeup at 2 black eyes and a black lip? And I'm like, work, you know? Do it.
And just a white face. Just white everywhere.
And baloney, yeah.
That's all I want. Oh my god, that's so silly. I want to see that number live. I will give Jimbo all of my money. Does Jimbo need all of my money? No. Am I going to give it to them? Yep.
I read she brought that baloney all the way from Canada because we don't have baloney in Ireland and the UK. We don't have that.
Well, you also can't go, you can't leave your apartment, you know? So
I think you could like send an assistant and be like, get me a packet of ham in Tesco or something like that.
I mean, yeah, to an extent. Like, sometimes they forget about you.
The secret queen who never got revealed. She was just like dead the entire time and they never fed her or watered her.
She's still in the apartment, just waiting.
Like, who is... Oh, fuck, we forgot about her.
Oh, we forgot about her. One time I called and I went, "Hi, it's been 6 hours and I still don't have my dinner. Can I please eat?" And they went, "Oh my god."
Wait, okay, this sounds very like hostile, but do you know what time it was?
No.
Oh my god! Do you
No,
fully sit there and you're like counting like where the sun is like on your sundial in your
I
second
think
room?
I might have had a clock on like my microwave, but I don't know if it was right, and I don't know if I ever looked at it. But like, I found out the other seasons though they had cable. I didn't have cable.
Wow.
I want cable.
That is the reason why I'm like fuming that shows like Glow Up. Glow Up had a full-blown condo in Camden where they got to go to like the Mac store and stuff, because there's Mac stores in Camden like right below it, and like Camden is like amazing food, like great markets, great pieces. They could just go do these things.
That's rude.
Isn't that wild?
That's really rude.
Just a whole, it was a top floor condo in Camden.
Meanwhile, there's tape on my door to make sure I don't escape. Hi, welcome back. Mr. Box just walking by, so cute.
Psychological. It sounds literally like I bought this new Wii font and it's got like a piece missing in it. Okay.
What are you going to use that for? What are you using that for?
Nothing. Just like looking.
Donna, Elizabeth, Tarte, are you using that for your eyelashes?
No. No. Never.
Are you?
Yes. What do you use it for?
I use Duo.
Then why is there brown shit on your Anastasia Beverly Hills thing?
Because it is a black duo.
Oh, I felt accepted for a little bit while I was here, but never mind. Never mind. Wow.
It gets better unless you use Weave Font. Don't use that on your eyes. You could go blind.
And what? I wasn't gonna mention it. I wasn't gonna bring it up. I was gonna slyly do it, and then if something goes wrong, I send my invoice to Icka's player. Hey, I'm an A&E. I can't see, but I look gorgeous.
I look so stunning, but I can't see it.
I think I'm pretty.
I used that one time on my eyes. I woke up the next day looking like a goldfish.
Oh, wait, what? Because
I'm allergic to it.
The latex?
No, just something in the glue. Two big, like, baseball eyeballs.
Oh my god.
I was like, well, I'm going blind. I'm going blind. This is it. This is it for me.
I will be honest, and I'm just for DMCA wise, I'm not using Weave Font. I'm using Duo.
Duo. She's using Duo.
I'm using Duo, and basically, there are some times, right? There's sometimes when I'm in a rush, and I'll do it. I wear contacts because I can't see anything, there are sometimes where like I'll put it on, and sometimes it'll, you know, when you get liner in the side of your eye, and it kind of like gets in the water line sometimes, and it's kind of like you're like blinking, and you're like there's just like black tears coming out of your eyes. That kind of happens with this sometimes, where sometimes it'll glaze over my contact and it's just gray, and I'm like, it looks kind of cool though. It looks really cool though. But
Pixel Lord is wondering what LGBTQIA means. And it means lovely.
Lettuce.
Gorgeous.
Guacamole.
Beautiful.
Bacon.
Tantalizing.
Tomato.
Tomato. Insatiable. Artistic. Have you ever seen Mariah Carey at the LGBT awards or something?
No.
That's what she does.
Oh no. I was calling it the M&S sandwich that they made a couple years ago.
No, she walks out and she's just like, gorgeous, beautiful, and it's like
Pixel Lord, it's lesbian, gay, bisexual, trans, queer, is it
asexual?
The I, indigenous? Or intersex?
I think
Sorry.
I is
intersex,
and then A is asexual.
Yeah, I don't know why I said indigenous, but intersex and asexual and plus is it's a spectrum basically.
I think there's supposed to be a 2S in there for two-spirited.
Yeah, yes. I think it varietizes, and I know people always be like, oh, but it's like at the end of the day, this is benefiting for our community. It's not that deep, you know.
Yeah. It's an umbrella.
It's an umbrella, exactly. Everybody wants.
It's an umbrella. We have a little command on my channel where you can do the command for what where you identify as, and I tried to fit as many as I could, and for the ones that I couldn't remember or put in or I didn't know of, I just have ! umbrella, and it just says umbrella rights because you're under the umbrella.
I think honestly TikTok is one of the reasons why I like learn so much more, especially when it comes to the gender spectrum as well, where I didn't really think of non-binary as an umbrella term until like the last 2 years, and I was like, okay, well, I feel comfortable with that, whereas I didn't feel comfortable before, because I was like, oh, that means I don't like he pronouns, full stop. I don't care at the end of the day. But learning about it being an umbrella and how gender queer and gender non-conforming and everything kind of goes under it, and people kind of just get the comfort of being like not needing to specify. Love it. It's honestly, it's amazing. It's amazing. I fucking love TikTok. I love and I hate it. Love and I hate it.
Same. I hate when my algorithm just like gets screwed up, but I love when it's like good and you're getting all that like good content.
And it's all smash or pass Disney characters, and I'm like, I'm done. I don't want to see it anymore. Stop showing it to me.
I don't get those anymore. I'm not interested.
It's nonsense, and it's always like, call your partner this. I might have done it. Maybe my partner's called Little Meat now, but I don't. I texted them, be like, hey, Little Meat, and they're like, did you do that TikTok thing? And I'm like, no.
No, of course I did.
They're like, get a job.
I did one to Mr. Box that was you show your hand, and then you open your hand and there's a rose in it, and then a bee shows up, and then a bee takes the rose, and then the bee flies off, and then you have to be like, did you get it? And they send a photo of like them like with the rose or with the bee. It was cute.
Oh, never heard that. I really thought you were going somewhere like you made this up, and I'm like,
no, it was a TikTok thing I saw. It was like a girl. It was just like, when they show the text messages.
oh, cute. Oh, sorry.
Oh.
I may or may not have glued my lunch to my lid. So, you know what? We got 20 minutes and it's all good. All good.
Oh, we're Gucci.
Yeah.
Pixel Lord says, the truth is I'm unsure what I identify as. I'm pretty new to this stuff, and I just recently found out that this was a thing. I'm still trying to learn, I guess. Yeah. Well, Pixel, I mean, there's no rush. You could be 40 and figure out, what you identify as. Just kind of like be you and exist in that space and just sort of figure it out. You don't have to have a label to really, live and love people.
Yeah. Living, laughing, and loving is all a different journey. The way I like to think of it is, running tracks, not that I've ever ran in my life. Running tracks have different, like, lanes.
Yes, a professional runner, yes.
Are you actually?
No, I'm saying you.
Yeah, I love running. But, like, I always think of it as, like, okay, this is now glued to my lid, whatever. So, the way I think of it is we are all... we are all on different like tracks at the same time, and although I think it's nice to admire, that's coming right off. It's nice to admire like other people on the other side. Maybe someone's like far ahead, someone's maybe a little bit behind, but at the end of the day, your journey is all that matters. There is no finish line to it. You could be comfortable with this, and then 2 years later down the road, you might realize you more identify with this. At the end of the day, it's not a race, and I think that was one thing that for me was really hard to grow up with. Was seeing friends and queer friends and trans friends knowing in that moment from what I believed that they knew I'm gay, I'm cis, I'm this, I'm comfortable, I can be out. For me, it was such a longer journey because I never felt like I stuck to, at the time, gay, lesbian, and bi. That was kind of like the only thing when it came to sexuality at the time. So I always felt very disconnected from it. And I think the one big thing that really does help mindset-wise is that it's not a race. There is no finish line. There is just your own journey, and it may take a little bit longer than others. It might be faster than others. As long as you're comfortable and you're safe in doing so, that's literally all that matters. And labels are there for comfort, but they're not a requirement at all.
Yeah.
Ever.
Me's Aaron. I also saw that TikTok of the 50-year-old man taking tea for the first time. Oh, full boohoo tears at 7 a.m. Like, so cute.
I will say,
so cute.
TikTok has helped me find my emotional inner being. Before I'm like, I don't cry. I swipe on TikTok, mouth open, tears rolling. I'm like,
Do you ever get the one where it's like it's 6 a.m, you randomly picked up your phone and you decide to do TikTok, and the first video you see is someone putting their dog down? Why?
I will walk with my partner and they will say something. They said something to me before stream, and immediately it triggers that one audio, and I don't want to say it because it's the one with the office audio, and it's like, you know, when he quits his job and he's like, yeah, we'll go for lunch tomorrow, and he's like,
that puts me through. I can't even
you're not
function
going
for
tomorrow,
the day.
are you? You're going today, and I'm like, it every time I hear words muttered of it, I think of it, and I sit there and I'm like,
the first thing I do is run to my dog and kiss her right on her head.
Devastating stuff.
Devastating.
And I love it and I hate it, but it'll also show me the worst things at 5 a.m. I'll be sitting there and it's like, there's a man in my house and I don't know where he's living, and I'm like, oh wow, right?
Do you get creepy ones, like scary ones,
terrifying.
like ghost story ones?
Terrifying stuff, yes.
Ugh, those are the worst.
They're awful and I love them. You get them all the time, Sulky? Honestly, it is literally the worst. It's the emotional ones. It's the one where it's like heartfelt, and then it's the one where it's like, this is the worst thing you'll ever see or hear. This audio came from a boat where people perished or something. They all had nut allergies and the boat was made of peanuts, and you're like, oh my god. You're like, oh my god. That's the most
You're like, what is happening? And it's always that one like eerie sounding audio. Oh my god, do you know what my favorite TikToks though are? Debunking TikToks, where it's like smart people.
Oh, I love
like,
smart people.
Hi, this is why this is wrong, and I'm like, thank you.
Did you just see me unpeel my eyelid? Ew, that was
I
so
did.
gross.
I did.
This always happens again on this channel where this happened last time as well, where I fully just did it wrong and my whole lid just peels off. So all I can think about is that. Sorry.
I love it. My friend's trying to FaceTime me, and I always answer it when I'm streaming, and she hates being like on any kind of my social media, so she always freaks out. I won't answer it though.
Welcome to the stream. She comes in straight away with slurs.
Hi, I'm live on Twitch. I'll talk to you later.
Oh my god, I'm so sorry. That scared you. I'm so sorry, Lucky. But it's so scary. It's like, I found jam jars under my basement from 1950s, and I'm like, oh, so scary. So
the reason I'm kind of exploring this area is I live in a pretty small town, and everyone kind of knows everyone, and it's kind of like old culture going on. So I'm 100% sure people would judge hard if they knew if anyone would stick out. I mean, there's no rush. Again, with like what Donna said, it's not a race. You can, if you're not comfortable and you don't feel safe coming out right now, don't do it.
But also, coming out isn't necessarily a thing you need to do either. I think it could be a thing which can give you, like, if you wanted validation, it might make you feel better. But at the end of the day, it's never a requirement either. In that you might go your whole life, I never had to come out. I actually never really did come out. I was just.
You just did.
I've always been limp. But like, I've always been gorgeous. Really hard though. It's really hard. It's really hard though. But no, I'm saying that, like, if you're in an area where you don't feel very comfortable or feel very comfortable to be there, there's no rush. At the end of the day, as long as you are honest with yourself, that's all that matters. And I always say, especially on National Coming Out Day, one of the worst days for me growing up, because I had this big stress of like, I have to do it. Everyone knew, but I'm like, I have to do it. But at the end of the day, as long as you're out with yourself and you know your journey and you know how you're doing, you can celebrate those wins as well. You can celebrate National Coming Out Day. It doesn't have to be that you come out to the world. That is a day where you are taking care of yourself, you are honest with yourself, and that right there is what you got to celebrate. So if it may be that you're in the small town for a long time, as long as you are comfortable with yourself, that's all that matters. And you might have to find a certain point in your life where you're like, I feel comfortable now, then great. But never feel like it's a requirement, because I think media has definitely pushed you to be like, I have to do this to be part of this. But it's not
especially
true.
And as young as possible too. Like, I feel like media really pushes, like, you have to know exactly who you are and exactly what you want to be, and you got to save the world by 12.
I felt
In-
a lot of shame because I didn't have interested in men on my Facebook until my 20s. I still don't. Who cares? But back then,
It's also
growing up,
Facebook. It's where happiness goes to die.
literally, look, and you can get some gigs. But back then, I was like, I'm not really. People are judging me because I'm not really queer. No one cares. It was all in my head because I was constantly being like, that one friend who can be comfortable being queer right now, I'm not them, so I'm not correct.
Mhm.
That was just my inner.
And the people
saboteur.
that do care aren't your friends, and the people that do care aren't the people that you need to have around.
Absolutely. Oh my god, I'm gonna
You
try
know?
out this. Do I want to try out this lip? So I realized I've been
What
sitting here
color?
half track. It's, I don't know why I bought. It's like a nudie, like peach, but it looks kind of like this. It might be a little bit too neat. Shut up. It's my new camera. It focuses. See, it looks like the color of my hand. Let me just see it.
Do you line your lips?
No, not anymore.
Bold.
I'm not gonna use it. I just don't bother anymore. I used to use like a pencil, but I just don't like the way you have to sharpen it, things like that. I'm like, I can't be bothered. I'm very lazy.
It's fair.
But I do love just using like a lip. I'll use like a liquid lip, and then this lash is genuinely back with me today. I'll just use like the lip, and then I'll use a brush and kind of like neaten it out a bit, and then I'll fill in the middle after.
I don't have a lot of friends because I've always been a lone wolf and don't really have anyone to ask questions like this. Well, Pixel Lord, this is a safe space for you to ask questions like this.
Yeah.
Ask away, bestie. And there's even a lot of people in the chat who might respond to you too. I know that there's some supportive sweetie babies from my community in here, and I'm sure there's some from Donna's as well.
And it gets better as well, I believe. There's a lot of resources on the It Gets Better website as well, which is where we are.
That's pretty.
I look like someone's mom. Yay!
Is that the goal?
Yes. Hi, I'm not Stacy's mom. I'm Veronica's mom. I'm from down the road. Yeah, we heard you playing drums.
Veronica's mom has got it going on.
It's past 8. Can you please turn your doorbell off? It is so loud.
You should change your name to Karen Tarte. That should be your daughter, Karen Tarte.
Oh my god, I'd love to not be like.
Oh, thank you, Sulky. Ugh. I have a pulled muscle in my ab. Ugh.
My god, I hate when my six pack gets pulled. Honestly, so it's so frustrating. Like, and then sometimes when my top just like slips up, and I'm like, oh my god, my six pack. Ah! Sorry, that was so rude. I'm so sorry. That was so mean. You're like, I'm in pain. And I'm like, yeah, well, we're all in pain. We're all in pain. You know what I mean?
Sick. I thought that was so funny. I was like, I'm not gonna say it, and then I was like, oh fuck it, I'll say it. Communities on Twitch are always a good place to help explore these things, even on Discord too. Little families from across the world who can support and show a side of things you may not be around. Oh, Kate, what a legend.
That's honestly, that's like the biggest thing. So we had a coming out day stream, and we actually talked about a lot of the stuff we mentioned just now. I like talking when I'm lining my lips. But I think one of the biggest things that I always say is that the reason why Twitch and drag on Twitch actually is so important is because with seeing drag, unless you're in one of those places that has like underage gigs that people can go young, it's very hard to even just talk to a drag artist and see drag artists without being around drink and alcohol and being in like maybe over 18 or over 21 gigs. I think getting to talk to drag people and getting to talk to different people from different parts of the community, non-binary, trans, and getting to talk on a human level where you get to know someone as opposed to seeing it on like television or documentaries or whatever. I think Twitch is so important because it kind of gives that opportunity for someone who's on their phone in the middle of over there to be connected to a community without having to be sitting there in maybe a space that isn't as comfortable, you know? Because for me, I think
and bars can be very
it can be tough.
like They could be tough to be in.
That to me was one of the hardest things coming out, was just going, because I'm like, and there's also like, I guess the societal pressures of like looking a certain way, but yeah, that's
and sometimes, and especially bars for a while, I think were catering to a certain type of clientele. They weren't really as inclusive, 100%. And I feel like a lot of them are still like that.
100%. Yeah. So I do respect and love Twitch because of that. And I'm not saying that you can go to anyone's stream and say, hey, give me your full history of your life, but it also just means you get to talk to someone as a human, you know?
And I feel like a lot of drag streamers are really good at making people feel very comfortable in their spaces, you know? Or at least the ones that still do it.
Drag and Twitch?
Drag streaming, yeah.
Yeah, the three of us are doing well still. I say doing drag. You, me, and like some, I think, yeah.
Funny.
Okay.
Oh, you look stunning.
Thank you. You look stunning too. You've looked stunning for the last 2 hours.
I wasn't done 2 hours ago.
An hour and a half, yeah. I wanna. Well, I'm gonna. I don't want chunky glitter. This lip is too bright for me. I feel.
That's too bright for you.
Yeah, I don't like a bright lip. This to me is. This is very red and like.
Loud.
Let me.
You really are someone's mom.
Don't make me put on my Karen wig.
Put on your Karen wig. Are you putting glue? Are you putting glitter on it?
No, I'm just doing white. Just give it a bit of like. Oof.
A little oomph. There's a blank community. Oh, what does that say? It's blanked out for me. Huge LGBT. Why did it blank that out?
What? There's a huge
so weird.
Community here on Twitch that's always welcoming. Oh, are you on your phone?
No, I'm on my PC.
Sometimes Twitch mobile will block LGBT sometimes.
Home of phobia.
I know. Welcoming LGBT community help if you want questions. People usually have to chat. I think this is definitely like one of the channels that is very open to talking about things as well, because we're all here to talk about being queer and growing up queer, and obviously the side bits like we talked about, eating crumbs and anyways, yeah, so
eating crumbs.
Eating crumbs. Speaking of, I would love to eat some crumbs right now. I'm so hungry.
I am hungry.
I might order McDonald's after this. I know. Wait, I can't. I will. I've still got 5,000 calories. Thanks. I'm kidding. I'm joking.
I'm more Baby Bell cheeses.
Yeah. I've already ate 4 nets today. Okay.
So do we get into drag now?
Yes. What time are we at? We're at 1:30. So we have about. We'll be back in like. Wait, how long is these videos? I've got videos lined up. I've got very fabulous videos.
Hi, Dylan.
Hi, Dylan. Let me. Have you seen? Sorry, this is so stupid. Have you seen Liza Minnelli on that telemarketing show? She like. Okay, so basically, Liza Minnelli goes on this like telemarketing. You know, like the TV network where they sell shite and stuff. And
right.
They shite, yes. And basically, she was selling like different tops and like jewelries, things like that. And she's sitting there, and this woman is like interviewing her as they're selling, and people calling and being like, "Hi, Liza, I love your top. I bought 4 of them." And sorry, I just realized this is going absolutely nowhere. She basically, this lady's like, "Hi, my name's Jenna from Georgia, and I'm calling in because I love your bangles." She was like, "Hi, Georgia." And I love Liza so much. I'm so sorry. That went about nowhere.
That was? You just want to talk about how much you like Liza?
We're gone. Bye. Hi, Georgia.
Good.
I love Liza Minnelli. I'm sorry. Have you seen her singing Deo as well? Or like TMZ?
No.
Like people said, hey, Liza, people said you can't sing. And she's like, of course I can. Deo. And you're like, what are you doing, Liza? I love her. I'm sorry. while we're going BRB, we're gonna play some It Gets Better videos. So you can check those out.
They're
on the YouTube
mostly
channel.
Liza Minnelli
They're all just
tributes,
Liza.
so get ready. Yeah.
But she, they're all from the It Gets Better YouTube channel. You can check them out yourself. I think we're playing 2 of them while we get in very quick Karen wigs. And while they're done, go Google Liza Minnelli on Teleshop. It's 7 minutes worth of shite. He's in a minute. We'll be back in like 10 minutes. 10 minutes, I think. Okay.
10 minutes.
Bye, y'all.
Just shine and shine. Well, okay, we're just. Shin and shine. Okay, we're just gonna put that back. It's cute though, right?
Granny doily? Come on, this screams me. Sure.
Most people don't know this. When they woke up today, they actually did drag.
Is there a thing of over-accessorizing? It's gorgeous. Oh, that's great too.
Presentation is an opportunity to go ham.
History. How we choose to dress says a lot about who we are. What society considers feminine and masculine in clothing has changed a lot throughout the eras. During the reign of King Louis XV in 18th century France, pink was a masculine color associated with elegance and aristocratic splendor. U.S. President Franklin Delano Roosevelt wore dresses as a child in the 1880s, an outfit that was considered gender neutral at the time. At the end of the day, or century, clothing and style are fluid, just like us.
So I've coined the term granny chic for my style.
When my clothing is doing the thing that I want it to do, I feel like I'm hosting the ultimate party. Wait, this one? Okay, wait. Being seen and also seeing other people, like I feel like there's more of a sharing that happens with the people that I interact with.
So I work in national policy. They all wear blue and gray suits. Ew. If you go out with me, people look. I don't know if they're looking because they love my clothes or if because I'm sitting on 26-inch rims. Either way, it's sort of my armor to feel my complete self, regardless of their perception.
Yuwa Hamasaki is the superhero that I've created for myself. And when I dress up, I feel brave, I feel confident, I feel happy. Honestly, drag has saved my life.
I'm first generation Latina, so homophobia is huge in the Latin community, unfortunately, and also like being Catholic and all that stuff. I think to survive, as a lot of queer people do, we try to fit in as best as we can.
I didn't really have, an accepting family growing up. I mean, they were loving, they were caring, but they were still traditional Chinese parents. So I have to be very conservative, very traditional, the jeans, the t-shirt, the hoodie, all that stuff.
I mean, the first time I put on a dress, I was with a friend. He told me to go to the dressing room, and I couldn't. I opened the door and was like, "Do you see my dress? It's He was like, "You look great." I couldn't embody it in that moment. Like I was still in the dressing room, with the door open, just like, look quick, I'm gonna close the door. That was maybe the multi-year-long process of me trying on more things, having more friends that say, "You look great."
When I discovered what being gay was, I thought that there was a new set of rules that you have to follow, that you have to wear skinny jeans, tight t-shirts, tight pants. I never really fit into any one of them. I've realized that I can just be myself.
Once I accepted my queerness, I then started to explore masculinity a bit. Baggier clothing, like being more butch, I guess. I wanted to be visibly queer, and I wanted the world to see that so that I could feel it as well.
I grew up in foster care, so I was taken away from my family at the age of 6. I formed my disability identity quickly because I had to navigate the world in that way. And so I had 6 different families that I grew up with, white, cis families. So coming out, I originally came out at 14. And the first thing they said to me is, "You can't be gay." And so I moved out at 17 and started on this journey of trying to love myself and pushing through other people's barriers.
I think my style evolved from conforming and being this like all-American girl to then exploring my queerness and my identity through masculinity and expressing myself in that way, and that helped me to get to where I am today with my like hyper femme kind of maybe even mocking femininity and playing into drag a little bit.
I'm Latinx, I'm disabled. I really didn't want to be queer as well. I didn't want to be LGBTQ. And so coming out at 17, I had no choice. Like, the universe basically said, I made you this unicorn, you're gonna have to deal with it and deal with it quick. I would say you are loved, you are who you're supposed to be, and even though you don't love yourself now, you're gonna find your tribe.
It's like, you're a person, you're not a Pinterest board. Like, you know, dress the way you want.
Start with one thing, one scarf, one hat, one shoe, and work your way up. It doesn't have to happen overnight, and it could be ever evolving. You know, I hope I'm gonna be some sassy 70-year-old wearing leather pants and like beautiful scarves.
You're already on the path. You're already doing it, so just keep going.
Gender doesn't exist. Gender's a lie.
Cis. You're not cis. I am they, I am she, and I am free.
Hey nerds. A non-binary person is someone whose gender identity does not conform to the gender binary, what we know as male and female. Some non-binary people prefer to use gender-neutral pronouns such as they, them, or neopronouns such as a or thon to describe their gender. Non-binary is used as an umbrella term for genders such as agender, bigender, genderqueer, gender fluid, and more. Some non-binary people identify as transgender, though not all do.
Non-binary to me means freeing yourself, not just living here or there, but embracing all parts of it.
Being yourself, not really confining to a script of society.
It feels like a universe with little pinpoints of stars. Each star is a different person, a different gender, a different identification, and you can literally fall anywhere within that universe. I've been feeling gender dysphoria since probably middle school or earlier, and I just didn't have a name for it. I found further evidence of that, like journal entries from when I was 12 years old, writing things like, I am a boy, no, I am a girl. There was a Facebook photo that I found recently where my mom and I were standing in front of a women's restroom, and I was making a face like this. The caption I had written was, am I a girl? I forget.
I grew up with family and my sisters, and it was a really religious background. I guess I got the double whammy because my family's Jamaican as well. And then you're different. On top of that, it's just like, okay, get ready for World War IV.
I was in the 5th grade and I was writing a boy's name down on a paper or something. But then I realized that I was writing a boy's name down, and I discovered my sexuality. So as a child, I just naturally went towards, if I was in a shop, I would naturally go towards the boy section and put on like the basketball shorts and the jersey and felt really comfortable at home in that. And so everyone called me a tomboy. And if it came to weddings, special events, I was always asked to put on a dress or a skirt, something with ruffles. And I didn't feel comfortable doing it, but I noticed that when I would dress that way, my family would be really happy.
I wasn't always knowing that I was non-binary. Me figuring out that I wasn't trans, I feel liberated now that I know that I'm non-binary and that I don't have to look a particular way.
It was, I think, March of 2020. I had really, really long hair, and for a long time it was a point of pride for me. There came a point where it started to feel less like a point of pride and more like a vestige of a person that I did not feel a connection with anymore. And so I got a haircut, and immediately things started to shift for me. When I looked in the mirror, it felt like I was seeing a truer version of who I was.
I started to notice that I was dressing in a more feminine way, and I found a way to comfortably do it. And so that would be flowy dresses or pants or skirts, really interesting patterns. I realized that there is a femininity that I have. It's not what was maybe expected of me from my family, but it is my own version of it.
I started to dress differently. I started to present in a way that made me feel euphoria as opposed to dysphoria. I started playing around with pronouns. My name, at a certain point, started to feel like my hair. It felt like I needed a name that was less femme so that I could introduce myself to people, or when people saw my name, you know, they didn't assume who I was from the get-go.
I did this short little theater thing with my partner, and it required me to play a man. My partner comes into the dressing room and hands me a pair of socks, and then I realized he was referring to creating a bulge. And so when I put that underneath my pants, it awoke all of these feelings that I had as a kid that I realized I had put away, which was, oh my God, this feels really comfortable too.
Today, a lot of Spanish speakers are replacing the masculine or feminine endings of like o and a with e to accommodate different gender identities. We can say ella, which is E-L-L-E, which is a nice little neutering that and taking out the binary.
I wanted to pick a name that started with the same letter and that had the same sort of meaning as my birth name. So I chose Sage. In the past few months since I've changed it, who, you know, when I introduce myself to them, they're like, oh my God, that name suits you so well, or that's such a pretty name, I love that name. It makes me feel so happy. My favorite thing is saying thanks, I chose it myself, and seeing the look on people's faces.
So, spelling out freedom, how I am feeling every single day.
My imprint is making sure that people can authentically, unapologetically be themselves.
When someone uses my pronouns, it feels so gratifying.
And so now I use they, them, theirs, and she, her, hers. I move in between the feminine, the masculine, the energy that has no gender. I keep she, her, hers as a way of honoring the fact that I did find a femininity that I really, really love. And so that's why I use both.
If I had known at the age of 13 that it was possible to exist like this, I don't think it would have taken me another 12 years to figure it out. I'm at the beginning of this journey, and I'm so excited to see where it's gonna take me.
Hello.
Hello.
Are we ready to go back on?
Yeah, I'm ready.
And I just want to preface, if anyone says anything about lace, I will snap thy neck. You ready?
Yeah.
Okay, 3, 2, 1. Hello.
Ooh,
we both went with the ombre. Ooh.
Oh my God. I didn't even plan that.
I put on everything for some reason. Oh, there's the tag. Oh my God.
I'm cold, so I put a onesie on.
There we go. That's a bit better. Oh, I love the onesie. Oh, I wish I wore a onesie instead.
No, you look pretty. Don't worry.
I'm like a can of canned croissant right now, and I smell
canned
like
croissant.
I smell like butter too.
I had somebody send me custard.
What?
Is that a thing? Somebody sent me like powdered custard
to
eat with like the bread pudding thing.
Wait, so like, hi everyone. By the way, hi.
Hi everyone. We're back.
So they gave you custard that you like make into custard, and then
yeah, it's like It's like a powder, and I add hot water, and then I'm supposed to eat it with this like bread pudding thing.
Oh, cute. Oh, so is someone British?
It was British. Oh wait, you're not British.
No, but we eat custard because, you know, we didn't have anything else after they took everything. So
the
we used
potatoes.
custard. Yeah, we got the potatoes, as well, I guess. Anyways,
why?
Hi y'all. I did grab the Karen wig. She was looking.
I like it.
She was not this.
Wait,
This
show me
one,
again.
not this one. This one.
I was like, it's a great wig.
Yeah, so we're finished. Thanks everyone so much for being here. I've had a great time. I hope you did too. Bye. No, it was this one actually. It was this little dumpling.
Oh, I wish you wore her.
She's actually quite cute. She's not that cute though, but I think she could be a stack though.
She could be a reveal.
Yeah. Ready?
It's like a hat. Beauty.
Oh my god. I actually like
She went from Reba McEntire to hi baby. Do you want to meet my dog?
Yes. I'm gonna put this on backwards.
Hi baby. This is Molly.
Oh, the
Hi.
baby.
There's a baby. No, you don't leave. All right. You look amazing.
Thank you. I feel like I look like a hairy meatball.
You look like it's very Meet the Croods, you know.
Yeah, that's my skull up there. That's my brain.
That's where it starts.
I should hide snacks under there or something.
It's giving Neanderthal.
Yeah. I should put reveals up there, you know, like.
Yeah. You could play video games with your scalp.
Oh yeah, just think real hard.
It's like those people who have those keyboards at their feet, so they play games with their toes.
Yes.
Have you seen that?
Yes, I think Elgato released one recently where like basically you can like put your foot down and then you can talk and you can say gamer words to people. I'm joking. I'm so sorry. But like
there's one though, like I saw this guy and he literally made a keyboard for his feet so he can like hit certain actions with his foot faster than he could his hand, so he could be doing an action up here and then he could be like doing actions with his feet. That's pro gaming. That makes me feel like I'm lazy.
People do it with stream as well. They'll have like their BRB or their whatever. And also some people, I'm not very good at it, but some people be like, I have that on a thingy, but they'll have it on their foot and they go, I always forget to do it.
I want that.
Isn't it fun?
I love that.
It's fun. It's fun.
That's so fun.
I never know to use it because I cuss so much that I'm like, well.
I feel like I swore a lot on this stream and I'm sorry.
I'm sorry if I said anything bad. I don't think we talked about anything too graphic, did we?
No, I like stopped myself a lot.
Yeah, I did almost go down the route of misting. Sounds like misting. Crisco. Oh, that's a great one.
Crisco.
I think I did talk about Crisco last time though. Anyway, sorry. Hi.
I talked about Crisco on stream last stream too.
You know what? And we're not going to talk about it that much, but I think I am. In Ireland, we don't have Crisco. We don't use it. We have whatever. But in some stores, you can get it there. So if ever you're looking for it, you can find it there. Anyway, sorry. We're cutting this.
I'm so confused.
So import stores don't have it. So to get Crisco in Ireland, we have to get it through those stores instead. And I'm like, well, I just want a nice pie.
I just love pie.
I just love pie. Anyway.
Love pie.
I'm getting... Cut the stream. Okay, yeah, so we have to cut the stream. That was so much fun. I had so much fun. Literally.
This was fun.
I will say the lash was probably the biggest disappointment for me because, you know when you spend so long on makeup and it's just the lash that's like, no. And you're like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
It could have been anything, but it had to be the lash.
Yeah, it's always mine. It's always my left lash.
That was my right lash.
My right one's always the best. My left is always like...
Glue to the lid. I'll consider buying lash glue. I'll consider it now.
I think you really should.
Not that it could get any worse in my eyes, really, so... Are we finished? I think we're finished. How long are we? We're at.
I mean,
yeah, we've got
we have
like 4
5
minutes
minutes.
left. Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
what are you looking forward to in the rest of 2022 now that you're coming out of lockdown?
Travel. I'm traveling.
Have you got
I'm going
anything?
places.
Have you got anything like confirmed in public where people can watch you and go to you and all that?
I'm going to be in LA at the last week of March. So if anyone here is in LA, I'm going to be doing a bunch of shows in West Hollywood and other places that I don't know, San Diego or San Diego. I don't know. But I'm going to be doing there. I'm going to be going to Chicago. I'm going to be at DragCon. And for all of the gamers here, I'm going to be at Gaming Live in New York.
Oh my god,
and they're I know, I'm so excited. It's gonna be me, Deer, Bitch Pudding. There's a few other people that I'm blanking on right now. I think Jiggly's gonna be there. Jeremy just got announced, so Jeremy's gonna be there as well. I'm gonna lose my mind. It's so hot. But I'm super excited for that. So I think I have a code if you want like a discount or something. You can use my code to buy tickets for that. But yeah, just a lot of travel, a lot of work.
Fab. Oh wow.
What about
the heart
you?
just really, in that moment you said that, went so pretty. The heart in the back, yeah, it's just really pretty.
Isn't it fun?
It's so fun. It's just like it waited for you to say it, then went. I thought it was really pretty. Not really. I think everything is gone because I'm clearing everything because I'm moving. So hopefully the aim is this time next month I'll have moved to London, hopefully. But if not,
good.
We'll see.
Well, by then London and then season 5.
Let's try 7. I might learn
season
how to spell
7.
Live, if it makes sense. Actually, gaming. Speaking of gaming awards, the gaming people, they're having the gaming awards in London in April, and I will be there. I will be there. Dressed up as Luke Boogie at the open bar. We'll see. But I'm
I
excited.
don't know who I need to flirt with to get me on a plane over there and on that stage, but I don't think it's gonna happen. But my god, do I want to be there.
Oh my god, it's gonna be so. But either that or TwitchCon. Are you going to TwitchCon?
I want to go to TwitchCon, but I don't know if like my schedule will allow it. But I do really want to go. Are you gonna go?
I think we've booked a train for Amsterdam and a small place to stay nearby.
I can't. I'm not going to Amsterdam.
Oh no, I know. I'm assuming. What is it in America? It's Seattle, San Diego,
San Francisco.
America. But that sounds really fun. But obviously, like, it costs so much to go there.
Yeah, like me to go to Amsterdam would be an arm and a leg. I would have to give them my firstborn that I don't even have yet. Like that would be so expensive for me.
I just can't wait to cycle by a river. I'm so excited. In drag.
I love that.
Yeah, that's the plan anyway. If you're interested in gaming, use Juiicebox for 15% off the gaming live tickets. Oh, exciting.
Riley's one of my mods. Riley modding. Off the shift, off the clock, still modding.
Exclamation mark gaming live. Thank you. Well, I had so much fun. Thank you so much for joining me, Juice. This has been so much fun. I appreciate you being patient when I last minute had to change the date, but I've had a great time.
Well, I'm thankful you changed the date because I was so exhausted last week that I couldn't even fit in a stream. So it was a blessing in disguise for me. So I'm happy that we did it this week.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
Anyways, thank you all so much for watching, everyone. I hope you all had a nice time vibing and all that good stuff. If you would like to follow myself, I'm Dona Tarte here on Twitch, DonaTarte on Twitch and on TikTok, and Dona_Tarte on Instagram and Twitter. Juice, where can they find you?
If you want to follow me, you can follow me on Instagram at JuiceboxOfficial, TikTok at JuiceboxTikTok, on Twitter, JuiceboxQueen. That's where I'm most active and I talk the most shit. So Twitter, I think, is the best one to go to. And if you want to hang out on one of my streams, you can find me on Twitch at JuiceboxTwitch. I stream sometimes. It's been a little rough this month, but we'll get there.
Today was a stream. You did it.
Today was a stream. Discounted.
Exactly. Well, yeah. Thank y'all so much for being here. I've had so much fun. And oh wait, one of my stream decks is falling over. My very expensive stream deck is falling over. But thank you all so much for being here. I hope you have a fantastic afternoon. Make sure that you follow It Gets Better here for a lot more LGBTQ plus fun and friendly content. And support all the content creators as well. I hope you have a fantastic evening. And yeah, bye y'all. Bye. Bye.
Uh,